What is up? Welcome back to the Ancient Enemies. You are here with myself, Ben, and Jer.
What's up?
We're doing an orc tier list today. All the orc lists in Middle-earth strategy battle game are getting tiered today.
So we're tiering orcs today, Ben. Now, this is the list for you if you're casual, competitive, or if you really like orcs. You're trying to figure out the best orc list to play. Maybe you just have a bunch of orcs, mortal orcs, and you're like, hey, what list can I play and which one's the best? This is that list. So for this tier list, this edition is kind of funky, again, in the way that they're army lists. So tiering things isn't like it was last edition. But for this one, our criteria for this is that the majority of the army has to be orcs, generally. There's kind of an exception, like Shadows of Angmar is not in this tier list.
The spirit of the list has to be behind the orc. That's what drives the list. That's the criteria. So Shadows of Angmar, we cut it out because it's really driven by the Barrowites and Gulavar, and the orcs are just there to they're just fluff. You know, orcs aren't always just fluff, and you'll find that from our tier list today.
Yeah. They usually, they'll play some type of role. We are also now spotlighting one comment from our last video. From our last video. So this one, since it's a podcast format, we're obviously it's going to pop up on screen. You'll see it and we're going to read it out. But then some of the other videos, if it's spotlighted, it'll be spotlighted in a different way. But you'll see. So our favorite comment from the last video was from Elramon7038. They said, next you should re-roll the 558 ones for Ancient Enemies. And hopefully you want to watch that. If not, you can go into the corner and click on that video. We rolled 2,500 Riv dice to see if the 6 popped up the most. I'm not going to spoil the result. You can go to the video and watch that if you like. But that comment was pretty funny. It took me a second to get it. I'm like, what? And then I was like, oh.
leave a comment saying it came from this video.
All right, Ben. Shall we?
We shall. Okay.
Alrighty. So for the Spotify listener, you need to just listen. For the YouTube watcher, stuff is going to be up on screen. Things will be popping up on screen. Again, Spotify, go check out our YouTube if you haven't yet. There's stuff on there that you just can't see on Spotify. So the first list that we have popping up here is Army of Gundabad.
Gundabad. Okay.
So we're going to go through the army, all the profiles, and then rank it. Talk about it a little bit and rank it.
All right. So I'll go through the army bonuses here. So we've got Commander of Legions. If your general is either Azog or Bolg, then your general gains the Master of Battle 5+ special rule. Okay, that's a good bonus. Here ends your filthy bloodline, you scum. Cut that last part I added on, just a little bit of flavor. Azog may reroll any failed to wound rolls when making strikes against airborne models. Okay, that's a little situational. The Horn of Gorgoroth. Once per game, after priority has been determined, as long as your general is alive and on the battlefield, they can order the Horn of Gorgoroth to be blown. Until the end of the turn, all friendly good and bad models gain a bonus of +2 to any courage test they're required to take. Additionally, until the end of the turn, all enemy models on the battlefield suffer a -2 penalty to any courage test they're required to take. Note that this is not cumulative with other rules that confer similar penalties. That's a good army bonus, especially for orcs. And raise the banners. During the priority phase, after priority has been determined, as long as your general is alive and on the battlefield, they may command one of the banners on the signal tower to be raised. If they do, choose one of the banners below and apply its effects until the end phase of the turn. You may not raise the same banner as you did the previous turn. The Banner of Dol Guldur. All friendly models on the battlefield count themselves as being in range of a banner. The Banner of Gundabad. All friendly Gundabad hero models on the battlefield may declare a heroic march for free. The Banner of Angmar. Whenever a friendly Gundabad model suffers a wound, roll a d6. On the roll of a natural 6, the wound is ignored. Gundabad berserkers will instead pass their oblivious to pain rolls in a natural 5+ instead of a natural 6.
Hero of Legend, we have Azog the Defiler. coming in at a whopping 185 points. He's the only hero of legend in this list. Azog is move 6, fight 7, strength 5, D5, attack 3, wound 3, courage 5 plus, intelligence 5 plus, might 3, will 3, and fate 1. War gear, he has hand weapons. It's kind of like a diss. He technically doesn't have hand weapons. It's just kind of like.
Yeah, he does.
It's just a spike.
He's got a stump with a spike. That's a hand weapon. And then another he can wield in the other hand.
It says weapons. Anyways, he has a hand weapon. Anyways. Special rules. He's Burly, General of the North, and I am the Master, which I love that. Heroic actions. He has challenge, march, strength, and strike. So Burly, we know what that does. He doesn't suffer the -1. General of the North, he has a 12-inch stand fast, and he can affect hero models. And I am the Master. When Azog makes strikes against an enemy hero, he may choose to use this special roll. If he does, then on the roll of a natural 3+, it will always count as a successful 2-wound roll, regardless of the hero model's defense. Yeah, that's right. So you can equip him with a stone flail for 15 points. In this list, he comes equipped with the heavy armor. The stone flail. It's a unique 2-handed weapon. If Azog uses a stone flail during a combat, he gains the Mighty Blow special rule, though reduces his fight value to 6 for the duration of the combat, even after heroic strike. Additionally, any model that is struck by the stone flail and not slain will be knocked prone at the end of the combat. It's good, but for 15 points, it brings him to 200, and that's a lot of points for one dude.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of a sink. It's like a bait. It's so situational because for 15 points, you're gonna be able to use your Burly special roll because for one, he doesn't have a 2-handed weapon, so he can't use Burly unless he takes the stone flail, right? So when he's taking the stone flail, all he's doing if he uses it is reducing his fight value. And unless you're fighting a hero, the Mighty Blow doesn't matter. So you're just reducing your fight value to fight 6 and then getting the +1 wound, which is still good. But for 15 points, I don't think it's really worth it, especially when you're already wounding heroes on a nat 3+. It's definitely, I don't think it's worth it for sure.
No, I mean, you're really paying for the fight 7 here, and then you're just kind of going, I don't need it. I mean, you are going to use it case by case, right? Like, you're going to keep your fight 7 when you need it, but still for 15 points.
Yeah.
I don't know. And yeah, strength 5, he's not struggling to wound things. He's got a good stat line, like attack 3, wound 3. Those are things that you like to see, especially on your potential leader. Might 3, fate 1 is never good on your leader, but it is what it is. And then courage and intelligence 5+, those can actually be a little detrimental for your fight 7 general. He does have hero legend, so he's automatically going to pass that first test. But overall, a good stat line, a lot of points though.
Yeah. All right. Bolg. He's a hero of valor. Spawn of Azog.
Bolg.
So he is move 6, fight 7, shoot value 4+, strength 5, D7, 3 attacks, 3 wounds, courage 5, intelligence 5, 331. He's the exact same stat line as his dad, except he comes with heavy armor and a 2-handed weapon. He is ancient enemy dwarf, elf. He's Burly, and he's the bringer of death. He's got heroic challenge, march, strength, and strike. So this is our op. If our op was embodied into one person, this would be Bolg. Okay, so Burly and ancient enemies, we know what that is. And then bringer of death. Keep track of how many enemies Bolg has killed in combat. Once he has killed 2 or more enemies, Bolg gains the terror special roll. Once he has killed 5 or more models, Bolg gains the harbinger of evil 12-inch special roll. Once he's killed 8 or more models, Bolg gains the mighty hero special roll. Sick. Okay, and then for 20 points you can take him on a fell warg, and 5 points you can give him an orc bow.
Yeah, he's 175 points, hero of valor.
Yep.
Yeah,
obviously
Bolg
his stat line is good.
It's nice that he has that 2-handed weapon right away.
And they Azog and Bolg are the same price. Azog just has the heavy armor for 10 points. So effectively Bolg is cheaper at base cost. Especially because he comes with the 2-handed weapon as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Bolg is great. We'll get to the Bringer of Death, but that rule is good. I think it maybe comes off as a little too good the first time you read it, especially if you're maybe a newer player. But solid stat line all around. And again, I mean, there is a possibility that this guy is your hero, and that Fate 1 is kind of rough. But
Yeah, you're probably going to take him on the fell work almost always, and the bow is optional. It's not going to hurt. Shoot value 4+ is not that bad.
No, it's it's optional. So past those guys, then you have your hero Fortitudes. You have your Goblin Merc Captain, 50 points. This guy is nothing special. He is fight 3, strength 4, d5, attack 2. Should also mention he's move 5, wound 2, courage 7+, intelligence 6+, might 2, will, and fate 1. Armor, hand weapon, cave dweller, chittering hordes, mercenary ambush. And I said this guy's nothing special, but he actually kind of is a little bit, because Warband is led by a Goblin Merc Captain that contain solely Goblin mercenaries. Do not have to be deployed at the start of the game. This is a mercenary ambush special rule. Instead, they may be kept in reserve if their controlling player wishes. If they are kept in reserve, then from turn 2 onwards, at the end of each of their controlling player's activation phases, the Goblin mercenary captain must take an intelligence test. If the test is passed, then their controlling player may decide whether or not they arrive. If the test is failed, then the opposing player may decide whether or not they arrive. When the Goblin mercenaries arrive, their controlling player places the warband fully within or in base contact with an eligible piece of terrain on the board, etc., etc. And then it goes on to kind of explain those rules. But basically, this is your ambush captain. Again, he's a basic captain profile, but he basically can pop out during the game. So it's kind of cool. He comes in at 50 points, and you can't equip him with anything. Hero Fortitude.
Yep. All right. Yeah, there's nothing really else to say.
No, we'll talk about his role later.
We got the Gundabad Orc Captain. Move 6, fight 5, shoot value 5, strength 5, d7, 2 attack, 2 wound, courage 6, intelligence 7, 2/1/1. Standard captain, might, will, fate. He's 60 points, hero fortitude. He's got heavy armor, shield, and a hand weapon. Ancient enemies dwarf and ancient enemies elf, and he's got march. So just your captain.
Man, it's interesting because, like, I mean, he's kind of a sick captain profile. Like, he's got a little bit of extra stuff there. He's got the ancient enemies dwarf, ancient enemies elf.
He's strength 5. He's d7.
He's strength 5. Yeah, like, come on. He's even courage 6, which is good for an orc list. Because Gundabad orcs. Well, we'll get to that like right now. So yeah, you'll notice the Gundabad orc captain is courage 6+. And that's because he's 1 point higher than the regular orcs. We won't get to it right now, but the regular orcs are 7. So he's 6, so he's a point better. Handy. So the rest of the stuff in this list. Yeah, so independent heroes, you can take the Gundabad Catapult Troll, 180 points. And to be completely honest, I don't think I've ever read this profile. So it's going to be, we're going to all read it together here. Move 6, fight 7, shoot value 4+, which I'm assuming matters. Strength 8, D8, attack 3, wounds 5, courage 6+, intelligence 7+, no might, will, or fate. For war gear, he has a catapult and metal gauntlets. Special rules: ancient enemies dwarf, ancient enemies elf, dominant 5, large target, terror, goblin crew, catapult, and area effect. Wow. So the unit type 2, which is kind of interesting. He's hero, infantry, monster, and siege weapon. Wow, this guy's got everything. All right, so we're going to read through his catapult.
And he's on 160 mil. That's a dinner plate.
Oh, good point. Yeah, big old dinner plate. So the catapult on the back of the catapult troll can be fired in the same way as a normal siege engine. It has a range of 12 to 96 inches, so anywhere on the board, and has a strength of 10. The catapult may still be fired even if the troll is moved, even up to its full move value. However, in either instance, it will only ever hit on the roll of a natural 6. The catapult may still be fired if the troll is engaged in combat. However, if a natural 1 is rolled when rolling to hit in this instant, the catapult will suffer a malfunction and the troll will suffer a wound. The catapult does not have a conventional crew and therefore can always be fired so long as the troll is still alive. Additionally, other models can never fire this catapult as untrained crew. Additionally, unlike other siege engine models, the catapult cannot be destroyed by an enemy model spending an entire turn in base contact with it. The catapult has the arcing shot special rule. And arcing shot is you can essentially shoot anywhere on the board. It shoots over things, right? It arcs.
Yeah, you just as long as there's nothing covering over top.
It's not like regular in the ways, yeah. All right. And then we have metal gauntlets. Any strikes made by this model are resolved at strength 10. Wow. Okay. Additionally, this model may reroll the dice when determining the hurl distance when using the hurl brutal power attack. Interesting. And then he has other stuff that we know: tear a large target and ancient enemies. Goblin crew, we should read that. If the catapult troll wins a combat, then after making any strikes, the goblins may make D6 additional strikes following all the usual rules. These strikes are resolved at strength 3. Note that if the catapult troll uses a brutal power attack that immediately ends the combat, then the goblins will not get to use these additional strikes. And then you also have an area effect for your catapult. Wow.
What is with the Hobbit era models that have the stupidest rules?
Yeah.
Just like too much going on, man. I don't think
There's a lot going on.
I don't think I'll ever see this on the tabletop. I don't think I'll ever need to know these rules.
No, yeah.
I'm happy that I know them now, but
I think Steve brought it to a tournament. Our Winwraith teammate. I think he brought it to a tournament way back, like early on in the edition. But I don't think he liked it.
I don't think anybody would like it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't see this guy slotting into your army.
No, I don't think we're going to talk about this guy much more, to be honest. Is the model cool? Sure, the model's super expensive. Is it? It's honestly not. You're paying 180 points. That's the thing.
180 points, and you only hit on a nat 6 for your siege weapon, or 6. You don't have any might.
That's only if you moved.
Oh, is it?
I think it said if you moved full.
However, in this instance, it will only ever hit. Oh yeah, okay. All right, so you're hitting on 4.
Just if you moved.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it said only ever on a natural 6. Okay.
And you can still shoot in combat, which is actually really cool.
Okay, yeah, that's not as bad as I thought it was.
No. There's definitely some. There's definitely some play here. Again, you probably just won't see them all because it's so expensive. But yeah, I think there's definitely some player. I mean, 180 points, a lot of points for a troll. But the troll is 5 wounds. I mean, that's, I don't know really see what else you're getting here. I mean, resolving your strikes to strength 10, that's a little different too with the metal gauntlets. So, and then you can fire in combat, but you're always going to be not, obviously looking for that one. That'd be, a lot of crazy stuff going on here.
This is the Troll Brute. He's an independent hero and he's 120 points. Up top, you have the Orc Commander, whose move value 6, fight 5, shoot value 5, strength 5, D6, 2 attacks, 2 wounds, courage 6, intelligence 7. He's 1/1/1, heavy armor and hand weapon, ancient enemies dwarf, ancient enemies elf, and he's got march. Interesting. 2 attacks and 2 wounds. Not really. Troll Brute. Troll. It is move 6, fight 5, shoot value 6, only fight 5, strength 7, D6, 3 attacks, 4 wounds, courage 5, intelligence 9. Hand weapons are its war gear. Dominant 5, fearless, large target, terror, trample, troll brute, and it is a war beast. So yeah, dominant 5, it's on an 80 mil. Fearless, large target, terror, trample, troll brute. Okay, here we go. When a troll brute tramples, it will inflict 2 strength 10 impact hits. And it operates as a war beast because it is a war beast. 2 strength 10 impact hits. Yeah, that's a lot of damage.
It's a lot of damage. Why don't we see these guys though?
Well, it's only fight 5 and it's 120 points. I have one. I would like to take it to a tournament with Bofer on it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fight 5 and it's
Maybe
D6.
Yeah,
it's D6,
fight 5 D6, 4 wounds. Yeah, strength 7.
You have 4 elves going to this guy 2-handing, and they could just one shot this guy.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that'd be pretty rare. But the point is that they're both fight 5, and again, you're only wounding on D6, not D7. So it's a little
But like
unfortunate.
2 strength 10 impact hits, there's not much you like unless you're rolling completely terribly.
Yeah,
You can kill a lot of stuff on the way in with this.
I mean, it kind of has a spot too in the list because of your free heroic marches, and you're gonna be wanting to march with this guy, extend him, far ahead and just trample things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think when I played this casually, I don't think I knew it was a war beast, and I think I was like moving in like all sorts of directions. But I guess you have to pivot and move straight forward.
Mm. Yeah, that
Which
makes
is
sense.
interesting because I think it does make sense, but I think I was like, when I played, Jared and I played casually, I had the Troll Brute against Goblin Town, and I just like was stomping on the goblins. But I think I was like bending the tape and moving in like arcs and stuff, which I don't think you're supposed to be able to do. So, anyways, 120 points. All right.
That makes them even worse, though, right? Like,
yeah, it does.
A lot
You got to
worse.
run in a straight line.
Another reason why you wouldn't see them. Difficult to
Yeah.
play. And another expensive Forge World model. So, yeah, so for troops, what do you got for troops? We have Goblin Mercenaries. Goblin Mercs are move 5, fight 2, shoot value 5 up, strength 3, D4, attack 1, wound 1, courage 8+, and intelligence 7 up. These guys have armor and a hand weapon. They're Cave Dweller, Chittering Hordes, and Mercenary Ambush. The Chittering Hordes, you can essentially act as a spear support with other Chittering Horde models. And then you're going to put these guys in the Goblin Mercenary Captain's Warband. Again, 6 points. I'm going to run through a couple here. The Good to Bad Berserker, 15 points. These guys are actually interesting. You can equip them with a 2-handed weapon for 1 more point. They're move 8, important to note. Fight value 4, shoot value 5, strength 4, D5, attack 2, important to note. Wound 1, courage 4 up, also important to note. Intelligence 8+. They have an armor and hand weapon. Special rules, ancient enemies, dwarf and elf, and they're oblivious to pain. So oblivious to pain is whenever the small suffers a wound, roll a d6 on the roll of a natural 6. The wound is ignored.
Yeah, so we got a Good and Bad Ogre, also move 8, fight 5, shoot value 6, strength 6, d5, 3 attacks, 3 wounds, courage 7, intelligence 7. War Gear is a hand weapon. It's ancient enemies, dwarf, elf, dominant 3, terror, and relentless advance. They're on 50 mils. They're cave troll-ish. In Relentless Advance, this model may move through friendly orc, goblin, or bat models when they charge into combat, though not when forced to move by the effects of a magical power or special rule. Each friendly model moved through in this way immediately suffers a strength 3 hit. This model may finish its move overlapping friendly models, though any friendly models it finishes its move overlapping will automatically be slain. And then we got the straight up Good to Bad Orc Warrior.
This
move
is the bread and
6.
butter.
Yeah, this is your troop. So move 6, fight 4, shoot value 5, strength 4, D5, 1 attack, 1 wound, courage 7, and intelligence 8. They have heavy armor and hand weapons, ancient enemies, dwarf, and elf. Okay, so you can equip them with a banner and shield for 26 points, banner for 25, shield or spear each for 1 point. And we have, last but not least, we have the Warbat. It is a flying model, so it's moving 12 inches. It's fight 3, strength 4, D4, 2 attacks, 2 wounds, courage 7, intelligence 8, razor sharp teeth and talons. Special rules: fly, piercing talons, and pluck. They're on 40 mil bases. They're 25 points each. And piercing talons, this model gains a bonus of +1 to wound when making strikes in a turn in which it charges, and pluck. If this model charges into combat, choose a single enemy model on a 25 mil base that this model moved over and roll a d6. On a 4+, the model is immediately knocked prone.
The last model in this is the Good to Bad Troll, which is 120 points. You can equip a Crushing Club or Scythe Gauntlets. So the Good to Bad Troll comes in at 120 points. Stat line is move 6, fight 7, shoot value 4, strength 7, D8, attack 3, wounds 4, courage 6+, and intelligence 7+. Heavy armor and special rules: ancient enemies, dwarf and elf, dom 4, large target, terror. This guy's on an 80, so big base.
Mm-hmm.
Bigger than the Balrog.
Yeah.
And then this guy, basically the only special things are his weapons. So the crushing club, any strikes made by a good natural armed with a crushing club count as having the mighty blow special rule. Additionally, any model struck by a crushing club and not slain must roll a d6 at the end of the combat. On a 3+, the model is immediately knocked prone. You have to equip one of these, so you're either taking the crushing club for free or the scythe gauntlets, which a good to bad troll armed with scythe gauntlets increase is its attacks to 4. For 130, you can take a 4 attack troll. So the bread and butter of this list is a bunch of orcs and, orc captains and Bolg and Azog, which are orcs. What do you think about the list, Ben? What are some things that people need to look out for, stand out?
So at face value, I think this list is pretty cool. You get lots of cool troops, lots of cool heroes, like Azog and Bolg are cool. But having seen it being played, I'm not sure if I'm sold on it. Both your general options are one fate, which sucks. And one of them, Azog, is not very killy because he's not. You can't take the white warg. The white warg is not an option. So he's only 3 attacks. You're only killing 3 models max a turn. That is if you can charge 3 models or get charged by 3 models. And Bolg, your other option, you can take him on a fell warg, but Jer, as Jer can attest to, took it to a tournament and we played it casually. Bolg eventually just gets tied up. And it's really hard for him to get the 8 kills to get the mighty hero. And if you do, you get it at the very end of the game when, mostly everybody's out of might anyways.
Yeah.
Those are my first 2 things. And then my one other thing is the raise the banners special rule. It is good. However, only on you can take banners in this list, but you get a free one, at least one every other turn, essentially, because on the way in, you're just going to be taking the marches, and then once you get into combat, you're probably just going to be doing the Nat 6 wound prevention and then the battlefield-wide banner. But I never played Army of Good and Bad, but playing against it, it's so confusing with the banners, unless you have like some physical thing you're changing, where you're just, which banner did I have last turn? I think I forgot to move my token or whatever. I think I had the banner, and then you're taking 30 seconds to a minute to figure out which one you had, which is a lot. You could be down to 5 minutes left in the game trying to figure out which banner you had last turn, right? So just lists with those types of special roles, I'm hesitant to play and to like.
Yeah, I mean it doesn't. Yeah, but in terms of how good it is, I guess it doesn't really affect it. But
no, but that's just me.
Complaining about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, your general doesn't have to be Azog or Bolg, but it's going to be. Like, why would you take this army without it? Especially because you want to take advantage of that first army bonus where they get the Master Battle 5+. Yeah, you made a good point with Bolg that his special rule, the one where you get bonuses for killing things, seems so good off the bat, and by the end you're like, oh, mighty hero. But yeah, if you are getting that, so I played this in a tournament once. What did I go 2-2? I think. I don't think I played it super well, but I also don't think the list itself, offered things that I wanted it to. But yeah, so I mean, if the games that I did get it, I was basically already winning, and then the games that I didn't, I was losing. And you're almost finding yourself spending might to get the mighty hero. Yeah. Like it's almost redundant. It's like I need to be calling combats to be able to get to this, 10 model count kill. So, man, I could yap about this list for so long.
Yeah,
but it's tough to do. The Horn of Gorgoroth, fantastic rule. If there's something that's maybe overlooked, it's that your orcs are Courage 7. So when they get the Horn of Gorgoroth and they're +2, now they're the Courage of Elves, they're probably sticking around. And remember that can, your orcs in the back corner, holding an objective you can make sure that they're holding the objective,
or you mercs all the way in the back.
Yeah, your goblin mercs. You can make sure, the opponent's models run away if they are in, Courage taking phase if they're broken. But yeah, and the banners, the march is kind of surprisingly helpful-ish. Like
You
free
make
marches are nice.
you make a quick army pretty quick, you know,
Yeah,
with free marches.
yeah. Like
11-inch move berserkers or 15-inch flying warbats that are plucking. There's a
mhm.
lot of good things about this list, which is why I was saying at face value, I think it looks better than it is.
Yeah,
You have access to
yeah,
really
that's
good
true.
troops. Like fight 4, strength 4 orcs are really good, and then warbats are also really good, and then berserkers also 2 attacks. 8-inch flanking berserkers. All I think is really good, but I don't know. It's just something about it that I don't think it just doesn't jive. There's something about it. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a tricky. I think it's a high skill cap list. Like you have to
For sure.
play it over and over to really understand when you want to be doing that march banner, when you want to be doing your banner,
There's a lot of moving
when
parts.
you want to be doing a lot of moving parts.
Lots of monster options. Like, are you taking ogres? Sorry. Are you taking ogres? Are you taking like a good and bad troll? Like you could take 2 ogres or 1 good and bad troll. There's a lot of things to consider when building this list.
Yeah, you're most likely going to have Bulgur, Azog. You're going to have probably one or the other because, again, they're so high pointed. Then you're going to have a chunk of orcs, and then you're going to have either one monster or you're going to have multiple. But this is also a very like monster heavy list, or can be. You got a lot of toys to play with here. Again, the troll brute, catapult troll,
Again,
whatever.
with adding on to the moving parts, then you have the whole goblin mercenary captain, where on your turn where he hasn't deployed yet, you got to figure out which banner you're using, and then you got to figure out you got to remember to roll your intelligence, because we had that practicing. Jer would forget to roll, which is fair. You forget to roll it. It's not something you're always thinking about, and then you roll whatever and to see if he arrives, and then your opponent just gets to pick not to arrive. There's a lot of moving parts to this list.
But that can give you a ton of play with like recon and things like that.
For sure. If you do remember, then you can just, or your opponent's spread out, or it's a deployment. It's a scenario where you're like capture and control. You're all spread out. You can just drop a whole warband on, say, a smaller warband of like a captain with some archers or something.
Yeah, exactly. It has so many tools and tricks, and oh man, and the warbats too. I plucked a barrel weight or something in a tournament and like insta killed it because they're strength 4 +1 to wound with the piercing talons, and they can kill some stuff. Like I think warbats are pretty like overlooked. Again, it's a really expensive army to play. My Gunbat orcs I use for just conversions. Yeah, like I don't know. You don't see it on the table for multiple reasons.
It's 90% Forge World. Bolg and Azog are like the only non-Forge World parts to this army.
Yeah.
Mercenaries, berserkers, ogres, the warriors, the trolls, they're all, and warbats are all Forge World.
Yeah. Anyways, this one, we should almost do a deep dive on this on Army Gunbat, because there's tons that you can go over here.
Yeah.
But we don't want to be too
We've spent nearly 40 minutes on this one army.
Yeah.
Where do you think it goes?
There's been a deep dive on them. To be honest, my initial thinking is B.
I think it's B. I agree.
Nice. Army of Gunbat in B. Yeah, I think it has the ability to win, but it's also not guaranteed, and it's not easy to play.
You can definitely go 3-1 for sure.
You can go 3-1, yeah, with the right build and the right person piloting it. Number 2, Pits of Dol Guldur. So this one hopefully will be a little quicker because we won't go over everything that we've already gone over.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Pits. I'll go over the special rules again. All right. Pits of Dol Guldur army must always contain Azog, who is always the army's general. Surprise attack. Once per game, at the beginning of the priority phase, Azog can use the special rule if he's alive and on the battlefield. If he does, Azog's controlling player will automatically count as having won the roll to choose who has priority for that turn, though must choose to have priority. If both sides have a special rule allowing them to do this, and both wish to use it on the same turn. Players roll off as normal, and special rules count as being used. Enemy models cannot declare heroic moves in the turn in which this special rule is used. Magical Void. Friendly models gain the resistant to magic special rule. Thrain's Imprisonment. Thrain the Broken is an evil model in this army. Additionally, if Thrain fails his intelligence test for his Shattered Spirit special rule whilst within 6 inches of the Keeper of Dungeons, then he will count as passing the test instead, though not count as rolling a double. Wizard Hunters. Friendly Orc warriors gain a bonus of +1 to wound when making strikes against enemy models that can cast magical powers.
Okay, so for this list, we have Azog himself, the Defiler again. He's coming out 175 points. He does not have the armor, so that's why he's 175. He can, same stat line, and he can be equipped with the White Warg, who is 50 points.
He's
50
D5 though, no. Because he doesn't have the armor.
Yeah, so still technically the same stat line, but yeah, different because of no heavy armor. So lower defense. The White Warg comes in on a 50 mil, move 10, fight 5, strength 5, D5, attack 2, wound 2, courage and intelligence 6+, might 2, will 1, and fate 1. This guy is a hero mount. Special rules: Fearless, Felsight, Terror, and Packmaster. Fearless, self-explanatory. Felsight, he can see things basically around corners. He doesn't have to have line of sight to charge. And Packmaster. So once the White Warg is separated from Azog, only Warg models may benefit from its heroic actions or stand fast. So it's almost like having a mini captain. It's like a mini captain, that you can ride on. So that's Azog.
We got the Keeper of the Dungeons for 80 points. He's a hero of valor, the only hero of valor in this list. He is move 6, fight 5, strength 5, d6, 3 attacks, 2 wounds, courage 5, intelligence 6, 3 might, 3 will, 0 fate. He's got heavy armor and a hand weapon. He's burly, torturer, and you have something my master wants. And he's got heroic challenge, strength, and strike. Burly, we know that is. Torturer. Keep track of another one of these. Keep track of how many enemy models the Keeper of Dungeons kills in combat. Once he has killed one or more enemy models, the Keeper of the Dungeons may reroll to wound rolls of a natural 1 when making strikes. Once he has killed 3 or more models, the Keeper of the Dungeons gains the Terror special roll. Once he has killed 5 or more models, the Keeper of the Dungeons may reroll all failed to wound rolls when making strikes. You have something my master wants. The Keeper of the Dungeons gains a bonus of +1 to wound when making strikes against any model carrying a ring of power, either Narya, Nenya, Vilray, or the Ring of Duran, or the One Ring.
Vilya.
What did I say?
Vilray.
Is it Vilya? Okay, Tabletop Admiral has it spelled wrong. Don't come at me.
Bro, does this guy even know his lore?
No, I don't.
Who wears Nenya?
Nenya business.
Nenya business. Who wears Vilya?
Vilya is, I don't know, Kirdan.
No, Kirdan, bro. Oh man.
Should have said Sirdan. Okay, hold on. Narya is Gandalf. Nenya is Galadriel. Am I already wrong? I don't know.
Wait, hold up. Nenya, Vilya. I can't remember the last one. We were literally just talking about
Narya.
No. It's Nenya, Vilya, and Varya.
What? You're wrong.
Sorry, it's Narya.
Narya, Nenya, Vilya.
Bro, I'm getting all messed up, bro.
Vilya.
Dude, it says we're gonna.
He says Vilay. That's what I mean.
There.
That's
Narya,
what I mean.
Yeah, Narya, Varya, Narya, Nenya. Say that 10 times fast. Narya is Gandalf.
Nenya is Galadriel.
Nenya is Galadriel. And
Vilya is
Elrond.
Elrond. But because it's spelled Vilay, I was like, I don't know where's that one. Anyways.
Yeah.
So
okay. That was
any ring of power in the game. Okay, we got good, bad, or captains, which we just went over. So we don't need to talk about them.
Nope.
Hunter or captains. I'm just gonna read this. Move 6, fight 4, shoot value 4, strength 4, D5, 2 attacks, 2 wounds, courage 7, intelligence 7, 2 might, 1 will, 1 fate, and the Savage Hunters. This model gains a bonus of +1 attacks on a turn in which it charges. They're 45 points. Hero Fortitude. For 20 points, you can give them a Fell Warg, 5 points an Orc Bow, and 5 points a two-handed weapon. So all kitted out, they're 75 points.
Yep. And then we have Thrain the Broken. Independent hero, 10 points. This guy is move 6, fight value 4, strength 2, d4, attack 1, wound 2, courage and intelligence 6+, might and will 0, fate 1. He's got a hand weapon, special rule, Shattered Spirit, and Gandalf's Intervention. Shattered Spirit. At the start of the move phase before the declare heroic action step, Thrain must take an intelligence test. If the test is passed, Thrain acts normally during the turn. If the test is passed on a double, both dice show the same score. Then until the end of the turn, Thrain increases his attacks to 3, his strength to 4, and gains the Fearless special rule. If the test has failed, then the opposing player controls Thrain as if he was one of their models and will activate Thrain during their own activation phase. Though he is being controlled by the opposing player, Thrain cannot be targeted with shooting attacks, magical powers, yada yada yada. Check that if you really care about Thrain that much. Gandalf's Intervention doesn't matter for this army list. You can go read it if you'd like.
Also, I didn't know he was move 6.
He needs to be like within. He needs to be within Gandalf.
He's a quick little dwarf.
This is a list. This is a list I'm gonna play. Like I'm gonna play this. Probably just casually or maybe at like an 80 or something. But this is one that I've wanted to play for so long. Like I want to play this last edition. I wish I did. It was kind of meta for a period, like probably like way back, like when I probably started, like it was meta-ish. But and that's because of the surprise attack special rule. So Azog was fight 7, and you have to remember last edition fight 7 was way more valuable. There weren't a lot of fight 7 models. This one there's a lot, but the surprise attack basically giving you the ability to do whatever you want. Is sick. You can't declare heroic moves, so you're just like, boom, I'm hopping on you. I'm getting into who I want to get into, and I'm gonna fight you at fight 7. Less of an issue this edition again because you have the Durns at fight 7, you have the Aragorns at fight 7s, you have the Gwyer, all that stuff, right? But really sick rule. Resistance to magic. We're not in really a magic meta, so it's nice to have, but it's not, vital. Thrain's imprisonment, whatever. I could kind of care less, to be honest. Somebody's maybe going to get offended by that. Let us know down below. And then Wizard Hunters. Yeah. Again, this is like, it's situational. Like Orc warrior models gain a bonus of +1 to wounds against, enemies that cast magical powers. But like, I don't know. Usually things that cast magical powers are low D anyways, generally. Like, this could be good against like an Elrond, that casts like Wrath of Bruin or something. But like a Gandalf, you're wounding him on 5s. A Saruman, you're wounding him on 5s. So it's a nice to have, but it's pretty like, I don't know, situational.
Yeah.
But I don't know. What do you think about like the heroes and stuff?
Keeper of Dungeons is cool. Fun fact, the Keeper of the Dungeons design in the movies was originally going to be Azog's. It was one of the arts for Azog, the concept arts. And then the Keeper of the Dungeons model that we have now was going to be the Bolg model for MESBG when they came out the game, and they actually released it. Fun fact.
Yeah, I should see if
Jer actually has it. We recently got it in a lot. The original Bolg model from the old edition. Yeah, he's looking for it currently. I'll just keep yapping.
Is in the Hobbit. Oh, did I disconnect?
No.
No, they don't have him in here.
I think it was, I don't know. Anyways, Keeper of the Dungeons is cool. No Fate is interesting. He's only D6, so he could die like in one shot for sure. 2 wounds, just a little shield spear combo to kill him. But he is very cool. Probably going to take him in this list. Depends on how you want to build it. For troops, we've got to go through the troops here.
I was gonna say the old Bolg. The old Bolg was
Bolg.
What was he in that book? He was Azog or something. He was Azog. What was he? The Keeper of the no, he was Bolg. What am I saying?
Yeah,
What am I
the
saying?
Keeper of the Dungeons was
He was the old
Bolg.
Bolg in the Hobbit edition. I'm tripping. Yeah, and he was listed as Bolg in that book.
Yeah.
But yeah, what were we talking about? So Azog,
Yeah. Azog with the White Warg is pretty sick.
really sick. You got a 5 might hero,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and you can share might.
And then you can just jump off, and then you got a strength 5, fight 5.
Yeah, you can do some
wolf
crazy
run around.
shenanigans. Actually,
Oh,
can you
if
share
you will.
might with this guy?
No, it would say, wouldn't it? You can spend each
Yeah,
other's
maybe
might.
we'll
No,
take
but
that
you
part
could
out.
you could call a heroic move
You can-
with
Yeah.
the White Warg if you want.
And then you can peace. You can be like, you know, late in the game, you're like, I'll just hop, you know, Azog off on this objective. I'm Dom 3, and then I'm gonna send the warg somewhere else. And
Yeah,
you can do some pretty cool shenanigans with this.
definitely pretty.
And
cool.
he's still strength 5, D5, attack 2. So
Yeah.
again, he's like having a captain that can move
Yep.
10.
Yep.
I think you're always taking this, especially with the surprise attack special rule.
Yeah, for sure. Then like Hunter Orc captains are like your bread and butter. Gundabad Orc captains, same thing, just to get more troops. Keeper of the Dungeons, you could take for some flavor.
Dude, the Keeper of the Dungeons, honestly, when you look, okay, he has strike. He's your second striker here. You have fight 5, so it's not unreasonable for him to get to fight 7. And this guy is 3 attacks, strength 5, +1 to wound. And what's crazy is like his whole torture shenanigans. Although, like, I wouldn't be trying to do that because all of this stuff gives you a bonus in one way or another. Even like once he has killed 1 or more, right away you get to reroll 1s. And then you just get better and better. A strength 5 +1 to wound model, rerolling all wounds. Like, you are going to be killing stuff with this guy.
Yeah.
You take him for flavor, but I think he has a lot of value competitively.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
My main point was that he could just die in one shot for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Lose the duel roll against some elves and die.
Yeah, you're
He's
right.
D5
because,
two wounds.
Yeah, you really need to protect him.
Or sorry, he's D6 2 wounds. Sorry,
D6 and no fate. Yeah.
yeah,
Troops, Fell Warg. These guys are nothing crazy. Move 10, fight 3, strength 4, D4, attack 1, wound 1, courage 8+, and intelligence 7+. They have Fell Sight, really handy. These guys are going to be your runners for things, your weird little flankers, things like that. You have the Gundabad Orc Warrior. We've already been over that. Same profile. We have the Hunter Orc Warg Rider. So these guys are 15 points. They come in at fight 3. Move 6, strength 4, D4, attack 1, wound 1, courage and intelligence 8+. They have savage hunters too, so this model gains a bonus of +1 to attacks on a turn in which it charges. So that's a good rule. That's the same thing that the captain has. You want to be getting those charges off, or else these guys are just going to get blown apart at D4. Mirkwood Giant Spider. This guy has 20 points. Move 10, fight 2, garbage. Shoot value 5+, strength 5, D3, garbage. Attack 2, wound 2, courage 7+, and intelligence 8+. Warrior, he has fangs. Special rules, poisoned attacks. Swift movement, terror, and spider webs. Poison attacks, so you can re-roll any twin rolls of a natural 1 when making shooting attacks or making strikes.
mm-hmm.
Swift movement, this is, I'm not going to read the whole thing, it's long rule, but essentially you can just move anywhere. You can move up things, down things. You can move. You're never slowed by difficult terrain, with the exception of water features. But yeah, you can essentially ignore obstacles. Really handy. It's like a spider. And spider webs. A Mirkwood Giant Spider can shoot spider webs. So this is where your 5+ matters. These are treated as a throwing weapon with a range of 8. If a model is hit by a webbed shot If a model is hit by a web shot by a Mirkwood Giant Spider, no to wound roll is made. Instead, this model is immediately counted as being under the effects of the paralyzed magic power. However, the effects will not immediately end should this model have no will points or be slain. If cavalry model is hit by this shooting attack, do not roll to see which part of the model is hit. Both are automatically hit. A hero model hit by a web may spend a fate point to avoid its effects. If they do, reduce their fate points by 1 and the webs have no effect. And if the hero is a cav model, then a fate point spent in this manner will negate the webs on both the rider and the mount.
Okay.
Pretty cool.
Yep. And then we got the Mirkwood Hunting Spider for the same amount of points, 10 points. It's move 10, fight 3, strength, shoot value 6, strength 5, D3, 2 attacks, 2 wounds, courage 8, intelligence 8. It's got fangs. Poison attacks fangs, stock on the scene, swift movement, terror, and silent hunter. It's on a 40 mil. Stock on scene, poison fangs, we just talked about. Swift movement, also just talked about. Silent hunters. If a Mirkwood hunting spider is within a piece of woodland terrain, such as a forest, or is partially concealed by a piece of woodland terrain, then they cannot be seen by enemy models that are, unless they are within 6 inches of the Mirkwood hunting spider. Such a little sneaky little attacker.
Yeah, I should have mentioned too, the Mirkwood giant spiders are on 60 mils, so that's a big difference.
They're big bases. All right.
This list. As a whole,
you said you want to take it.
I want to take it. I want to use this surprise attack. Again, your whole army is almost your whole army is based around Azog here.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of sucks? I mean, I'm thinking last session, but he's in a master battle, unfortunately. He is only defense 5 in this. Your troops are, when you look through that list, you have, the good and bad orc warriors, but you have fell wargs, you have the hunter orcs, the spiders, a lot of D4, D3 there. So this list is like very paper thin. And again, I don't think, I mean, it's kind of meant to do one thing. It's meant to like kill like wizard lists and fight magic, but it's just not really a big thing right now. So I don't know. When I look at the list, I'm excited because of it for the surprise attack. But when I look at the troops, the hunter orc warriors actually kind of seem fun too, like skirmishy
for sure.
But and the spiders, I like the spiders too, with the ability to like run over things and flank things. Like we've seen that can be pretty devastating.
Yeah.
2 attacks is pretty fancy, but overall, like there's not a whole ton going for this list, and I think that's why we don't see a lot of it.
I think it's pretty. It'd definitely be fun. I think it'd be fun. The surprise attack makes it that little bit competitive. But I think it's kind of a fun list. I don't think it's very competitive.
No. Again, your second hitter is
one of your a quarter of your army bonuses are based around Thrain. Like, and then resistant to magic. It's like, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot to write home about it.
Is this the only way you could take Azog on the White Warg? Is this the only list?
I believe so, yeah.
So if you want to play Azog on the White Warg, then that's the only way, really.
Yeah.
Right.
That's why he's the centerpiece, right? Like there's so much, 5 points of might.
That means there's so much riding on him, and when he doesn't perform, when he gets bogged down.
Yeah. He used the same points as Alisar.
Yeah.
225 points. Right? Like, and when you kind of put that in perspective, it's kind of like
nearly as much.
Is that worth it? Yeah, like Alisar's,
he's got 2 extra fate.
Mighty Hero.
He's got Mighty Hero. His mount isn't as cool, but I'd take the Mighty Hero over and
your
2
D7
extra fate.
Yeah, and D7. And he's better intelligence and courage. Yeah. He's like, really, when you put them side by side, it's kind of rough.
And he's a banner. I think that's actually kind of a crazy perspective.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, there's a reason you don't see this. People are smart enough not to take this competitively. I don't think it would do well competitively. Maybe I should, maybe that could be my thing. I'm trying to make pits good again.
Good luck.
All right. Where are we slotting these bad boys?
I think it's got to go in C.
Yep. Right in C.
It's definitely not F tier, but it's not.
No.
You have a worse Azog and no Bolg, less monsters, worse troops. It's just
Yeah.
not as good.
Yeah. I think I need to play this. Maybe it would drop down to F, but I think C's fair.
Yeah.
Um,
Maybe, and then maybe we should play it against the regular list, and then maybe play it against like a magic list. See how it does.
yeah.
If
Yeah,
you
that's
get that
true.
ideal matchup.
Yeah. All right. Lots of Azog stuff here.
So you
We
can't
got
take them on the
Azogs,
white orc again.
Hunters. Yeah. As we just said. This is the only one you can take of it. That shows how much.
So please delete your comments that you were typing out calling us wrong.
Yeah. Somebody
Okay.
pause the video and exit right there.
So we've got Azog's Hunters, Morgul Arrows. Any enemy model that suffers a wound from a shooting attack made by a friendly model, and that wound is prevented, must roll a d6 during the end phase of every turn after suffering the wound. On a roll of a 1, that model immediately suffers a wound. A model that has suffered multiple wounds in this manner still only rolls a single d6 at the end of the phase. They strike in the wee small hours when everyone is asleep. And Azog's Hunters has a bow limit of 50% rather than 33. Relentless Hunters. All models in this army gain the Woodland Creature and Mountain Dweller special rule. The Pale Orcs demands. Whilst within 6 inches of a friendly hero, friendly Orc warrior models gain a bonus of +1 to any courage test to charge an enemy model with this terror special. We got Azog, we got Bolg, we got the Hunter Orc Captain, but we got we got 3 little cheese balls here.
3 little cheese balls. So we got Thimble, Hunter Orc Captain, coming at 50 points, Hero of Fortitude. He can be equipped with a Fell Word for 20 points. He's Fight 4. I always just move past the move, but I should mention it because, sometimes it's 4 or 5. This one he's 6. He's Fight value 4, Shoot value 5, Strength 4, D5, Attack 2, Wound 2, Courage 6+, and Intelligence 7+. He's Might 2, Will 2, Fate 1, Armor and a hand weapon. He's Expert Rider and Hunt Master. He has Heroic Strength. Hunt Master, while he has the cavalry keyword, Thimble does not suffer any penalties for moving through difficult terrain, and therefore may still gain the bonuses for charging whilst in difficult terrain. Additionally, whilst he has the cavalry keyword, Thimble gains a bonus of +1 to his fight value on a turn in which he charges. Cool. Narzug, Orc Captain. This guy, Hero Fortitude, coming in at 55 points. Move 6, fight value 4, shoot value 3 because he's just a bowman. Shoot, strength 4, D4, attack 2, wound 2, courage and intelligence 6+, might 2, will 1, and fate 1. He has light armor, hand weapon, and orc bow. Special rules, expert shot, poison attacks, orc bow, and lethal aim, Narzug. I don't know why those are in brackets.
Because you gotta read it.
All right, light armor. Let's just, I'm pretty sure everybody's just forgotten about light armor.
Let's do away with light armor and light shields. Just get rid of them.
Yeah, honestly. Somebody, for real.
Somebody at Games Workshop was paid to come up with that.
Yeah, that's crazy. So expert shot, 2 attacks, poison attacks. A model with this special rule must reroll any 2 wound rolls of natural 1 when making shooting attacks or making strikes. So that's for his bow. Lethal aim. Each turn, this hero gains a free might point that can only be spent during a shooting attack on either a to hit, a to wound, or an in the way test. If this free point is not spent by the end of the turn, what does it say? It is lost. So cool. So this guy's a shooter.
All right, we got Yazneg, Hunter Orc Captain. He's move 6, fight 5, shoot value 5+, strength 4, D5, 2 attacks, 2 wounds, courage 6, intelligence 6. He's 3 might. He's 1 will, 1 fate. He's got armor and a 2-handed weapon. He's an expert rider and the price of failure. He's got strike. So here's your striker here. The price of failure. At the beginning of a combat he's involved in, if he's within 3 inches of Azog, Yazneg can declare he's using this special rule before the dual roll is made. If he does, then Yazneg may reroll any number of dice during the dual roll. However, if Yazneg uses the special rule and fails to win the dual roll, then he immediately suffers a single wound.
Yeah, bro.
This is wound.
Know.
Okay. He can take he's 55 points and he can take a fell warg and a lance for 25.
Yeah, you're gonna put him on the fell warg and lance.
Yes. This list is just pure spam and pure garbage.
I was waiting for that.
Like, okay.
Oh man.
Okay, so you got Azog on the White Warg. We just talked about that. You're probably gonna take Azog on the White Warg because he's pretty sick. And you got your options between the named captains, which you're probably gonna take instead of the random generic captain. You're just gonna fill your warbands with Fell Wargs and Hunter Orc Warg Riders and hope that you don't get blown apart.
Yeah, hope that you get some charges off. So
Yeah.
okay, here's some
You're 50% bow limit, okay? So you're gonna take lots of bows.
yeah. You're just running around the board shooting. Okay, so here's the thing. Immortal arrows sound good. So you gotta wound the target, okay? And if it's not prevented, on the roll of a d6 at the end phase of every turn, on the roll of a 1, the model suffers a wound. But even if you've done it multiple times, you still only roll it once. So the thing that's crazy about this is, first of all, you need to wound the thing. And the things that are probably worth wounding are, I don't know, usually like D7 or more. Okay, so let's pretend you wounded it. But, oh, too bad. They have a fate, so they're going to fate it. And so you're not actually going to get the wound. And then once you actually get the wound, you've hypothetically burned off all 3 fate, then you still need to roll a 1.
Yeah.
Like, it's not procking. Like, it's not happening. So that's, honestly, if that was like a 50-50, that'd be kind of cray.
Yeah, I know. It's
Or
like,
even like a 33.
look at what it did. Look at what it did to Keeley in the movie. Like, this guy is like
Yeah.
in distress, and you're gonna make it a natural 1. Should be if a model is hit by this weapon.
It should be multiple. It should be if you're hit multiple times with it, then
here's how you
you're taking
fix
multiple.
it. Here's how you fix it. Okay, if you are hit by a Morgul arrow, okay, you roll in on a natural 1. So that means all you have to do is just hit the model. You don't have to wound it. You roll, and then you keep the natural 1. Or you could do, if the model is wounded, or yeah, I mean, still you have to wound it. So yeah, anything that, if the model is wounded, then it's a 50-50. You can make it better that way if you want to keep it the wounded. But there's, I don't know, there's so many better 50% shooting lists. But Azog, I mean, would be fun to run around. It's, again, it seems like a fun list, not competitive, but
No.
I don't know. I think it's an F tier list.
Dude, even all the captains are just so mid, and their special rules are so. I mean, Narzik's actually pretty good.
Yeah,
with his like expert shot and stuff
they're
like that,
decent,
and
but
rerolling to hits, and
they're all fine cast.
Yeah, and then like Yazneg, all fine cast. It's brutal. But then like Yazneg too, his price of failure thing is so bad.
Yeah,
they're like fight 4. I mean, they're captains, but you don't have like a secondary hitter really in the sense of like fight 6.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think this list isn't competitive.
No, I don't think
I'm
so.
sorry. I'm sorry if you're Azog's Hunters.
I don't think anybody's an Azog's Hunter fan.
No, I don't think so either. But you know,
it's not an F.
I'm sorry for being so sharp, so harsh.
Yeah, I'm gonna play this though because I have some Hunter Orcs. I have, I think, at least 2 or 3 of the heroes. I have Azog and Bolg, so you can't take Bolg in this.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, okay, whatever. Disregard what I just said. Point is, I might take this casually to something. Next up, Birders Horde. So we're finally.
So we've spent an hour on Azog.
Territory. This was the Azog deep dive.
Yeah.
Now, this is the part of the show where we say we have passed 400 subs. We thank you guys for every one of you who has subscribed, commented, and liked. We're pushing to 500, and hopefully we'll push past that. We have Ben and I have a ton of stuff planned. We have like business meetings. We got tons of stuff up the pipeline, things that we want to do,
investments,
other secret stuff that we can't tell you. So
we're so excited about though.
Yes, yeah,
we got some real quality coming to the channel. We just made
a big investment on something. And by we, I mean Ben did, and it'll be hitting the screen. It's going to be hitting the YouTube screen, not the Spotify screen, the YouTube screen. So if you're interested in that, hopefully we're going to put a lot of time and effort into that. So
Yeah.
again, hit that subscribe button. We appreciate it and appreciate you guys. Hopefully you enjoy this as much as we enjoy making this stuff.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Next up, so Birder's Horde.
Birder.
Thank goodness we're done talking about Azog.
I've had enough.
This has not been
Now
his
all
edition.
these profiles are going to be mostly the same, well, with all the orcs. Okay, so Birder's Horde army must always include Birder, who is the army's general. Ambush. At the start of the game, before either side is deployed, you may choose to have Birder's warband ambushing and not arriving as normal. If your general must deploy at the start of the game, you cannot use this ability. Instead, at the end of the move phase, on the third turn, after both sides have moved all their models, the ambushing warband must choose one of the following. Move onto the board from any board edge via the rules for reinforcements, or deploy within 1 inch of a wood, building, rocky outcrop, or outcrop, or other similar pieces of terrain that models could hide in. Blah blah blah. Okay, common sense, right? Models that enter the board this way do not act as part of the move phase and will count as moving half their move value for the purposes of shooting. Masters of Terrain. Friendly models gain the Woodland Creature and Mountain Dweller special rules. Fearsome Foe. If Birder kills an enemy hero in combat, he gains the Fearless special rule for the remainder of the game.
Alrighty. So admittedly, a lot of this list has to do with, Birder and Hill Trolls, which are not orcs, but so much of your army is orcs still. I mean, hypothetically, you could just spam Hill Trolls, but a large portion is still
Taking 1 or 2 Hill Trolls max.
Well, I don't know. I mean, anyways, Angmar Orc Warrior. This is the same as the Mortal Orc Warrior.
Are we gonna go through the heroes?
Other than the keyword, yeah.
Hero Valor. Okay, so here's the big general Birder. All right, you want to know a sad fact? My shelves collapsed with all my models on it a couple months ago, and I lost I lost Birder's face. Okay, I lost the old metal Birder's face. All right, just in case anybody was wondering, he has no face.
No, nobody was.
Okay,
that could go in our old Misfortunes video.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. He's move 6, fight 7, shoot value 4+, strength 7, D7, 3 attacks, 3 wounds, courage 6, intelligence 5, 3, 3, 1. He's got a hand weapon. He's dominant 4, general hunter, terror, throw stones, strength 8. Lead by example and brutish cunning. Hero, he's got heroic challenge. He's got heroic strength and strike. He's a troll. He's on a 50 mil. We know what all these other things are. General hunter, you know what that is. Throw stones. Okay, lead by example. If Birder slays an enemy hero or monster in combat, then for the rest of the game, other friendly orc or troll models treat Birder as a banner. If Birder has slain 3 or more heroes or monster models, then for the rest of the game, other friendly orc or troll models treat Birder as a banner with a range of 6 inches instead. In Brutish Cunning, this model may reroll a single d6 in a dual roll when fighting solely against infantry models, but not monster models. And all the Hill Troll have that.
Yep. Next hero. This is going to be a pretty standard hero. So the only difference between like an Angmar Orc Captain and an Orc Captain is the keyword.
Yeah.
That'll matter for multiple things, but things like Arnor gets a +1 to wound against Angmar. Okay, so Angmar Orc Captain, move 6, fight value 4, strength 4, d6, attack 2, wound 2, courage and intelligence 7+, might 2, will 1, and fate 1. Really standard. They come with an armor, shield, and hand weapon. Again, you'll notice here they don't have like any special rules like ancient enemies, dwarf, or elf or anything. So that's why they're 45 points. And then like the good and bad Orc Captain was 60. Good and bad Orc Captain was also d7 and strength 5 and fight 5. So that's like what we were saying. For 15 points, you get a lot of juice and even better courage. Anyways. Really basic there. Then you have the Wild Warg Chieftain coming in at a whopping 80 points. Hero Fortitude. This guy is move 10, fight 5, strength 6. Woo! D5, attack 3, wound 3, courage 7+, and intelligence 7+. Might 2, will 2, fate 1. Claws and teeth as hand weapon. Special rules, you got terror and pack lord. We've already went over pack lord affects Borg models.
Mm-hmm.
Heroic actions, you got march and strength. And I might as well just read off the last one.
He's a beast.
Angmar Orc Shaman. Move 6, fight value 3, strength 3, d5, attack 1, wound 2, courage and intelligence 7+, might 1, will 3, fate 1. This guy's got heavy armor, a spear, and hand weapons. So if you want to spear sport with this guy, you can. Magic powers. He has Instill Fear, Drain Courage, and Wither. Instill Fear, the magic power targets caster. Enemies within 6 are considered to have the Fearful special rule. That's a 3-inch cast on himself. Sorry, a 3+ cast. Drain Courage, pretty self-explanatory. It's in the name. It's a range of 12, and you drain their courage by 1. Cast on a 4-up. And then Wither. You wither the person's strength, so you reduce their strength to cast on a 4-up. And it's also 12-inch, so you're probably going to be using this guy for Wither. Or, yeah, Wither. A lot.
Yeah.
I should have mentioned he does have channeling, too, so he can channel for that 6.
Okay. So we've got, up first, we got some Angmar Orc Warriors. They're standard orcs. Fight 3, move 6, strength 3, d4, 1 attack, 1 wound. You can take them with a banner, a bow, a shield, a spear, or 2-handed weapon, all for 1 point, except for the banner. You got Warg Riders, same orc profile, and then you got a regular warg. You can take them with shield and throwing spear, orc, bow, shield, or throwing spears individually. And then we got a hill troll for 75 points. Move 6, fight 6, shoot value 4+, which matters because you can chuck stones. Strength 6, d6, 3 attacks, 3 wounds, courage 7, intelligence 7. War gear, they got a hand weapon. Special rules, dominant 3, terror, throw stones, and brutish cunning. They're on 50 mils. We went over brutish cunning, gives you the essentially a banner when fighting infantry. And then just wild wargs on their own.
Move 10, fight 3, strength 4, d4, attack 1, wound 1, courage and intelligence 8+. Run around with these guys. Yeah, so I mean, this army it's like monster centric, but again, so much of the army is orcs too.
Yeah.
Even with your captains and the shaman, you do have, wargs in there too, but even Birder's stuff affects the orcs. He wants to be a banner for the orcs. And again, all the orcs also benefit from the ambush special rule. But yeah, so this is a list. It's a good list. It's not, I don't think I'd consider it meta by any standard, really. Like it's solid.
Yeah, so we were saying the orcs benefit. It's like a symbiotic relationship. The trolls benefit from the orcs, and the orcs benefit from the trolls.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I wouldn't say it's a medalist, but it's always done well. And
British Horde has proven itself to be, with the right hands, a solid list. That's why I think it's worthy of an A slot.
Yeah, we've seen it a good chunk in the OSBGL too played. Yeah, and it's done well. Again, the ambush special rule is just so good. The ability to, the shenanigans you can pull with that, whether it's like claiming objectives, things like that. It's good.
Yeah, if you're going to play an orc list, I think Birder's Horde should be in consideration for sure.
Yeah, you have the monsters that can deal with.
Hill trolls are fun. They're fun. Yeah, so I think it goes in an A.
Yeah, so yeah, you think it goes A? So Birder's Horde, it's got to go A. Again, it's not. This isn't a brain dead list. You definitely need to know what you're doing when you're playing it. You can't just walk up to the board and expect to win. You definitely need to practice with it. Practice how your ambush is going to work. Practice how your hill trolls are going to work. Like Birder's, all that stuff procs if Birder kills things, and in a fight 7 meta type situation, and Birder's only fight 7.
Then he's one fate.
He's one fate. He can be killed. Even with shooting. I've killed a Birder. So, yeah, not the easiest to pilot, but really solid list.
Yeah.
Next up,
Army of
Gothmog.
Okay, this one is.
Ben doesn't even want to talk about this one.
This one is heroes galore. All right. Okay.
Is it?
Yeah, it is. All right. Army of Gothmog must always contain Gothmog, who is the army's general. Destruction of Men. The range of Gothmogs. The age of men is over. Special rules increase to 12 inches. Additionally, the range of the Gothmogs. The time of the Orc has come. Special rules increase to battlefield wide. Friendly Orc hero models may benefit from Gothmog Standfast and Ruthless Assault. Friendly Orc models may reroll to wound rolls of a natural 1 when making strikes against a trapped model. We got Goroth, the captain of the Morannon. He's move 6, fight 5.
Hold on, did you even talk about Gothmog?
No, I guess not,
Bro, you forgot the best part of this army.
This is
or the worst part.
This is the best/worst part of the army. We got Gothmog. He's fight 5, shoot value 5, he's move 6, strength 4, D7, 2 attacks, 3 wounds, courage 5, intelligence 4. He's D7. Oh, I already equipped him with a shield, that's why.
Bro.
For 145 points, he's a max out with a ward and a shield. He's D7 with the shield. You're going to take the shield, whatever. 2 attacks, 3 wounds, courage 5, intelligence 4, 3 might, 3 will, 1 fate. He's got heavy armor and a hand weapon. Master of battle 2+. Couldn't just give him the 1.
Ooh, 2+. Ooh.
He's got the age of men is over. The time of the Orc has come. Heroic defense and heroic march. We've already seen that both of these special rules get buffed with this army. So the age of men is over is not 3 inches. It is actually 12 inches. And that's the Hatred Man special rule. And once per game, at the start of any fight phase, Gothmog can declare he's using this ability until the end of the turn. Friendly Mordor Orc models within, it's actually battlefield wide, of Gothmog may reroll to failed wound rolls when making strikes.
To fade?
Yeah. I'm just
bro
powering through. I'm speedrunning this list. Who cares? We already know where this list is going.
All right, so hopefully we mentioned it, but he's Hero of Legend, 120. He's going to be equipped with a ward for 20 or a shield for 5, so 145 total. Now, okay.
Honestly, here, let's say this.
No, I want to see what you're going to say. What are you going to say?
If you are interested in these profiles, please invite yourself to read yourself in your free time.
Yeah.
We're just going to talk about how this list operates.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have Goroth, Gothmog's Enforcer, Gurrit's Master of Reserves, Morannon Orc Captain, Mordor Orc Captain, and Zagdish Orc Captain. They're all really mid, all do like similar-ish things.
Little niche tasks.
Just super quickly. No, this guy can't even do what I thought he did. So Goroth is a hitter. Gothmog's Enforcer. He is used for buffing Gothmog. Gurrit's is used for Maelstrom. You can do some Maelstrom stuff. You can up or down your dice. Morannon Orc Captain, basic, just a little stronger than a Mordor Orc Captain. And then Zagdish is kind of a hitter. He can do like these weird things with his attacks and whatever.
Then you got
honestly, go read them if you're interested.
You got a Shaman, literally just the Angmar Shaman, except it's got Fury, Mordor Orc, Curse, and Transfix.
Same stat line.
I know what those are.
You're going to use them for courage buffs, cursing things, getting rid of fate, and then trying to transfix. Although I don't even know, you're just going to try to transfix things so that they don't blow Gothmog apart.
Yeah. You better hope that transfix goes off on a 5+.
Okay, let's talk about this. These are probably the most interesting things about the list. So the Mordor Siege Bow, this is 50 points. So this is strength 8, D9. It's direct shot, accurate, has piercing shot, and you have the Mordor Orc Siege Vet. So what's interesting about this is that the Mordor Orc Siege Vet is shoot value 4+. You don't need to worry about the rest of the stat line. Because the point is, last edition, this was a 5+, but now you can shoot on a 4+. So strength 8, 50-50, that's actually good. So this is worth, maybe take it in a different list, like Legions of Mordor or something, but not a bad shout here.
Yep. And then you got for 10 points, you can take Flaming Ammunition, which is only for very, very non-competitive game modes. All right, we got Mordor War Catapult.
Very, very non-competitive modes, bro.
We've got the Mordor War Catapult, strength 10, D10, 4 wounds. Okay, it's arcing shot. It's a catapult. Troll Loader. If the Mordor Siege Troll is one of the models firing the Mordor War Catapult this turn, then the Mordor Siege Catapult may reroll to hit roll. Okay, it's got the area of effect and wall breaker. Again, a very non-competitive special rule. I'm not even going to waste my breath reading it out. For 10 points, you can equip Flaming Ammunition. For 20 points, this is the interesting one. You can take severed heads. Okay. Remember that scene from the movie? If a mortar or war catapult chooses to fire severed heads, determine the actual target is normal. Then, instead of rolling to wound, the actual target and any enemy models within 3 inches of them must each take a courage test. If the test is failed, the model flees and is removed as a casualty.
Really cool.
Very cool.
I wish I saw these guys more. I've been meaning to take it to events and I just haven't.
Yeah, that'd be very
should
cool.
be noted. I was
So,
just gonna say should be. What are you gonna say?
I was gonna say it's very cool that you could pair with like a harbinger of evil and like you could get some cool
Yeah, true. Actually,
things
yeah.
off.
But again, you can't do it here because why would you be able to?
No, yeah.
But what needs to be noted is that you can take a mortar troll with this.
Mm-hmm.
What needs to be remembered is that you can't move your siege crew 6 inches away from a siege weapon. Like you can't just run the troll off if you want to. At the end of the game, you have to bring the catapult with you.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, what do we have to say about this? You have Gothmog and a bunch of orcs and some siege weapons. So in this, you can take Moran and Orc warriors. We haven't went over these guys yet. They are move 6, fight 3, strength 4, D5, attack 1, wound 1, courage 8+, and intelligence 7+. They have heavy armor and a hand weapon. Special rules end the race of men. Really cool here because whilst engaging combat with an enemy man model, this model gains a bonus of +1 to the fight value. Pretty important in like a Men of the West meta, although we're not really in a Men of the West meta anymore. These guys, again, they come in at 8 points. They can be equipped with a banner for 25, shield and spear for 2, shield or spear for 1 point each. So you can get these guys up to D6, strength 4, which is just a solid kind of all-round stat line.
Yeah.
Then you also have your regular orc, and you have Mordor trolls. So the Mordor trolls are the 90 points. Move 6, fight 7, strength 7, D7, attack 3, wound 4, courage 6+, intelligence 8+. They have armor, hand and a half weapon, dom 3, terror, throw stones. And these guys are your fight 7. They're your high fight. But yeah, what do you have to say about this list, Ben?
Nothing.
Nothing.
I don't think this list is competitive at all in any sense. At all.
No, your trolls, if you take trolls, they're going to get ganked, by a Durin. Durin's just going to go in, strike, maybe use a point of might, have a bunch of Hearthguard in there, gank it. You're going to do 1 or 2 cool things with this list where you're, re-rolling to wounds and stuff. Or
purely for fun, don't even play this list.
Purely for fun, yeah. No, I wouldn't, to be honest.
It's just doesn't seem competitive at all. I think it goes easily to F tier, bottom of F tier.
Seem interesting.
No.
All right, let's move swiftly on from this guy.
Yeah, gladly.
No fun there.
Minas Morgul. All right, Minas Morgul. Minas Morgul must always contain the Witch King of Angmar, who is always the army's general. The Dead City. Mordor Orc captains and Mordor Orc warriors gain the Blades of the Dead special rule. Call of Mordor. If the enemy contains a ring bearer, they will suffer a -1 penalty for rolling Sauron's will and lead through fear. Friendly orc models within 3 inches of friendly spirit model automatically pass courage tests when attempting to charge a model with the terror special rule. We've seen this list tons in our league recently.
Mm-hmm.
So you got the Witch King of Angmar C. He is
Resurgence.
Yeah, definitely. He's move 6, fight 6, shoot value 4, strength 4, D8, 3 attacks, 1 wound, courage 4, intelligence 4, 3 might, 18 will, 3 fate. He's got heavy armor and a sword. He's harbinger of evil, 12 inches, terror, and the will of evil. So he's given up will points when he's fighting. He's got heroic challenge, channel, resolve, strength, and strike. And I'm going to quickly read out his magical powers. So compel, transfix, drain courage, enchant blades, black dart, instill fear, and your staff is broken. He's a spirit model, so he will be buffing your troops if they need to charge terror. He's 150 points. You can take him on an armored fell beast for 70, a regular fell beast for 50, a horse for 20. He can take the crown of Morgul, which is a unique piece of war gear. Whilst wearing the crown of Morgul, enemy models within 6 inches of the Witch King or attempting to charge the Witch King cannot benefit from special rules that will automatically allow them to pass courage tests, with the exception of heroic resolve. Additionally, once per game, at the start of any fight phase, the Witch King can imbue his great power to ignite his hand weapon. Until the end of the turn, enemy model that suffers a wound from a strike made by the Witch King is set ablaze. And then he's got the Morgul Blade, which we know what the Morgul Blade does, and a two-handed weapon for 5 points.
Yeah, I mean, you got a lot of options with this guy. How you kill him? I would, it's kind of up to you. You're probably gonna take the horse or the fell beast. You might take the Morgul Blade, depending on your meta. If you got a bunch of, I don't know, Mumax or Balrogs running around, something like that. Next up, you got your Ring Wraith, 90 points, generic Ring Wraith, nothing crazy. Move 6, fight 5, strength 4, D8, attack 2, wound 1, courage and intelligence 4 up. Might 1, will 10, and fate 1. Heavy armor and a sword, harbinger of evil, terror, and will of evil. He's got channeling, and he's got a few spells. He's got compel on a 3 up, 12 inches, transfix on a 3 up, 12 inches, drain courage 4 up, 12 inches, black dart 5 up, 6 inches, and instill fear of self. Yeah, so you have the Ring Wraith. Then you have Kardouche. He's a hero of fortitude, so the Ring Wraith is valor. Kardouche is fortitude, coming at 65. This guy's another just shaman type character. Fight 3, strength 3, D4, attack 1, wound 2, courage 7 plus, intelligence 5 plus, smart work, might 1, will 3, and fate 1. He's got Heart of Darkness and Shadow Pawn. So this guy is going to be your Wraith buff. Heart of Darkness. At the start of the move phase, before the declare heroic action step, Kardouche can choose a single friendly orc warrior model within 6 inches of himself. If he does, the chosen model is removed as a casualty, and Kardouche immediately regains D3 will points spent earlier in the battle. Cool. Shadow Pawn. At the start of the move phase, before the declare heroic action step, Kardouche's controlling player can choose to remove him from the battlefield as a casualty if he is within 6 inches of a friendly Ring Wraith. If they do, then a single friendly Ring Wraith model within 6 inches of where Kardouche was immediately regains D6 will points spent earlier in the battle. This guy can also cast Flame Burst, 6 inches, 3 plus cast value, and Fury Mordor Orc, which is self and a 3 up. And the rest of this army is a couple captains, Taskmaster, where you can get free might on a 50-50 within 6 inches.
And
That's
he's got a whip,
call moves and stuff, and a drummer.
For troops, we got Morannon Orc Warriors, the drummer, Mordor Orc Warriors, Mordor Trolls. We got Morgul Stalkers, which are move 6, fight 3, shoot value 5, strength 4, D4, 2 attacks, 1 wound, courage, and intelligence 7 plus, armor and a hand weapon, and stalk unseen. So they can just run around being concealed. We got Orc Trackers, the cheapest way to take a bow. Move value 6, fight 3, shoot value 4 plus, strength 3, D3, 1 attack, 1 wound, hand courage 8, intelligence 7, hand weapon and an orc bow with Mountain Dweller. So it's at 18-inch range, strength 2 bow. And then we got a Spectre, Deadmarsh Spectres, move 6, fight 2, shoot value 6 plus, strength 3, D6, attack 1, wound 1, courage 4, intelligence 7, heavy armor and a hand weapon. Blades of the Dead, Spectral Walk, Terror, and a Fell Light is in them. It's a spirit on a 25 mil base. Blades of the Dead, you strike their courage instead of their defense. Spectral Walk, kind of like the spider, they're never slowed by difficult terrain, and they can always just float. They can just float over everything. Terror, so obviously Terror, and a Fell Light is in them. At the end of this model's move, it can choose a single enemy model within 12 inches in line of sight. The chosen model must take an intelligence test. If the test is failed, you may move the chosen model up to its move value directly towards this model, even if it has already moved that turn. The chosen model will stop moving if it would enter the control zone of another enemy model, with the exception of this model. If it comes into contact with an obstacle, another model, though they will never count as charging in this instance, and therefore cannot be involved in a combat with the model, or a piece of impassable terrain, or if the model reaches the edge of a cliff or other such edge, blah, 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 blah. You can't make it run off a cliff. Oh my word, run on sentence, sir.
Orc Trackers aren't the cheapest way to take a bow, but they're the best
in this list
because they're a better shoot value. No, you can take Orc Warriors with bows. Just Orc Trackers are better shoot value 4 up.
Oh, I guess it's the same. I was looking at Morannon's for, so my bad.
I was just being super nitpicky.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, so this list is pretty. So here's the thing about this list is all about the orc, right? Because it's that first rule. So this, when people read this, when the edition came out, everybody's going, man, Miss Morgul, Miss Morgul, Miss Morgul. And then I feel like we saw it drop off a bit. And maybe that was because of, the other lists running around. Man, I was thinking about this today. This might be like, I feel like there's a lot going on in the game right now in terms of like FAQs and stuff. Like, it's hard to, if you're a newer player, it'd be hard to really track kind of what's going on because you had like the FAQ with depths and like a bunch of things got nerfed, and then now we've had the FAQ, and then there's like warrior models that got added in the FAQ, taken out. This is like we're gonna get to with Black Game, whatever. But there's just a lot going on in the edition right now. So I think at the beginning when you had like depths and stuff like that, there's a reason why you didn't see this list and Eagles and yada yada yada, and you still see a lot of high courage stuff in Men of the West. But now that that's kind of exiting a little bit, Minas Morgul is entering back into play, and it is a really good rule. Like, you have Blades of the Dead on your Mortal Orc warriors. Like, dog, that's good.
That's very good. Dirt cheap
Way to get like really good possibility to kill things. Most stuff is courage 7, like dwarves are courage 6+, yeah. So I mean, you're still winning them on fives, and then like the only thing, I mean, still you're winning L's on 5, so you're winning basically everything on either 4s or 5s. So solid list. I mean, the Witch King, has a large part to play as kind of your hitter and stuff like that. But if you have Mirandans and Orc Warriors and you have a Witch King lying around, like, man, this is definitely a top tier list to play. Also,
again, I think you have to be smart with it too.
You do need to be smart with it, yeah.
They're not, just because they can hit hard doesn't mean that they're going to last any longer than a regular orc. Because if you're still only fight 3, fight 4, you lose those fights, you're going to die most of the time, right?
No, that's true. That is true.
The Blades of the Dead, yeah, that's great. The Call of Morgul with the Ring Bearer, very situational. Neg 1 penalty could be good against like a Isildur, like a Frodo, and Lead Through Fear. Again, that's very situational. Charging models with terror. All in all, though, I do think it's a great list.
Where are we putting this?
As far as the orc lists go, I think that could be an S tier list.
Yeah, boy. I was gonna say that too. If you're wondering why we're putting it in S, as a whole, I don't think we'd put an S. Right?
Definitely
like, I don't think this would end up S.
With
but
all the lists,
you have to remember we're doing it as the best Orc Army tier list. So in terms of orcs, this is going in S. Superb. Excels. Cirith
Ungol must always contain Shagrat and Gorbag. Shagrat must always be your general. Orc warriors may be in the warband of orc heroes. Orc warriors may only be in the warband of orc heroes, and Uruk-hai warriors may only be in the warband of Uruk-hai heroes. Animosity. Friendly orc models gain a bonus of +1 to wound when making strikes if there is a friendly Uruk-hai model engaged in the same combat, and vice versa. Rivals of power. Keep track of how many models Gorbag and Shagrat have each killed. And any point, if at any point either of them has a fewer kills than the other, then that model may reroll a single d6 during the dual roll, so they get a free banner if they're losing. And Swift Hunter. During the Declare Heroic action step of the move phase, Shelob can choose to kill a friendly model within 1 inch of her. Remove the chosen model as a casualty. If she does, Shelob may declare a heroic move for free, though she may not shout with me as part of this heroic move. So you got Shagrat. He's move 6, fight 6. I do not know how this guy is fight 6. They just needed to make this list good. They knew they were going to put Shelob in an 80 mil, and there's going to be hype around it. So they had to make him fight 6 to make it good. All right, shoot value 4+, strength 5, D5, 3 attacks, 3 wounds, courage 5, intelligence 5. He's 3/3/3. He's got armor and a hand weapon. General, hunter, hands off the shiny shirt, that's mine, and cleaving blow. He's got heroic, challenge, strength, and strike. So hands off that shiny shirt. During a scenario that involves picking up and carrying objectives, Shagrat can use the special roll at any point during his move. If he does, he may select any friendly model within 3 inches that is carrying an objective and take an intelligence test. If it is passed, Shagrat immediately gains possession of that objective, even if the scenario would not normally allow for that objective to be passed. Additionally, Shagrat can always carry multiple objects, even if the scenario would state that the models can only carry one, and he's got cleaving blow. If this model rolls a natural 6 to wound when making strikes, then the wound is successful, then the target will suffer 2 wounds rather than 1. And we've got his other half. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just say, talk about a niche rule with the hands off the shiny shirt.
Yeah, I know.
Bro, like,
it actually almost came into effect in one of my games, but not really.
Yeah. I mean, the last part's kind of cool, where if you had to carry multiple objectives, then like that's a bonus. But like, where you kind of have to steal it off somebody, that's can be pretty tough to do.
Yeah. So then we've got his worst half, or better half, depending on how you look at it. He's move 6,
better half,
fight 5, shoot value 5, strength 4, D5, 2 attacks, 2 wounds, courage 6, intelligence 5. He's 3-2-1. I never said his name. This is the Gorbinator, Gorbag. He's got armor and a hand weapon. He's Orcish Brawler, an adaptive fighter, heroic challenge, and heroic strike. Orcish Brawler. If Gorbag is outnumbered during a combat, he increases his attacks to 3 for the duration of the combat. An adaptive fighter. If Gorbag wins a duel roll, then before models back away, Gorbag may choose a single enemy model in the combat. That chosen model is backed away in a direction chosen by Gorbag. This direction may be chosen so that the model is forced to back away over the edge of a cliff, in which case they will suffer fall damage as normal. Once this has been resolved, all other models back away as normal and strikes are resolved. However, if a model has been backed over the edge of a cliff, described as earlier, Gorbag cannot make strikes against that model.
Talk about another niche rule, bro. My Lantis. Like, bro, if you see Gorbag running up on a hill, just avoid him.
just climb down.
Yeah, just like, you know, he's trying to just push you off the edge of the cliff.
Yeah,
like,
I know. What a stupid
I'm out of
rule.
There. So the other stuff you got in this, you got your Mordor Captain, your Mordor Taskmaster, your Mordor Uruk-hai Captain. The only difference with the Uruk-hai Captain,
they're strength 5,
which we'll know quickly. Yeah, they're fight 5, strength 5, D5. The captains, I think, are D5, right? And in the shield.
Yeah.
And then they have cleaving blow. Yeah, so not a whole ton to write home about there. They're going to be obviously your way to take more Uruk-hai. And then you have a shaman, you have a drummer, and you have Shelob. So Shelob, we have move 10, fight 7, strength 7, D7, attack 1, wound 6, courage 6+, intelligence 5 up, might 0, will 6, and fate 0. She comes in at 100 points. She's an independent hero. She has fangs as war gear. Her special rules are Dom 4, monstrous charge, survival instinct, swift movement, terror, venom, lone hunter. She is always hungry. She hungers for sweeter meats, and caught in a web. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 special rules. If you think that I'm going to read them all, it's not happening. We know Dom. We know monstrous charge. We know survival. Well, survival instinct. If she takes a wound, she's got to do a curse check. So she's got a bunch of will. Swift movement. You can run anywhere. Terror. We know. Venom. We know. Lone hunter. Lone hunter. She may never be included in another model's warband, and she can't benefit from heroic actions of other models. She is always hungry. As long as she's not engaged in combat, she can kill a friendly model within 1 inch of her, remove it as a casualty, and then you can reroll a single dice during your duel roll. Hungers for sweeter meats. She adds 1 to her attack characteristic while she's engaged in combat with a man, elf, dwarf, or hobbit. And caught in a web, instead of making strikes, shield instead. You choose a single enemy model involved, suffer a strength 8 hit, and then they'll be subject to the paralyzed special rule. And yeah, that's good. She's also on an 8 mil.
So yeah, with this list, you got to take Shagger and the Gorbinator. So
the Gorb, yeah.
You're just going to be spamming Uruk-hai and Mordor orcs to maximize your animosity potential.
Yep.
You're taking Shelob, obviously. It's kind of like the whole point. The tricky part is Shelob, I think, with this list. Like, Shagrat and Gorbag are pretty self-explanatory. Gorbag wants to be fighting more than one model, and Shagrat's just kind of like your hold it down, go after the big hero, maybe. Shelob, I don't think the 80 mil is as bad as people think. What do you think?
I don't know. To be honest, it's another list I want to play, but I haven't really been able to feel the pain of the 80.
I've played against the 80, and yeah, it's big, but Sheila just wants to fight, you know?
Yeah. But the thing is, you can put so many dudes in on her.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I think I'd have to try it. Big bases. It depends on who's piloting it too. Like, if you don't know what you're doing, it's going to be easy to just get her stuck in and then trapped everywhere. And
Yeah.
um,
And then if you're too cautious, then you don't kill anything and you've effectively wasted 100 points.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, the list as a whole. I mean, your orcs are your bread and butter. Again, like Ben said, with that animosity, your captains and your leaders with Shagrat and Gorbag.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, you don't really have. Well, I mean, you got Fight 7, you got some strikers, you got Gorbag with a strike, you got Shagrat with a strike. Like, there's stuff you can do. This stuff does have play. I don't
There's
know.
play.
I mean, I don't think it's.
There's play.
I don't. There's
It's not.
play.
I don't think it's bad.
Right? Like, you have a monster that can hurl and chuck things and
Paralyze things.
But I think it's tough because you have like Shagrat, who's your leader, who's D5,
Mm-hmm.
and it's
Gotta
kind
be
of like,
careful.
yeah. But I think it does play, especially maybe at like lower points, like 600. You probably don't want to be running this at like 8 because then you're gonna have
You're getting up there.
the big boys in there, the Glorfindels and things
Mm-hmm.
like that. So I don't know where are we putting Kira Thungle?
I think it's pretty middle of the road. Like it's B tier, I think.
Yes, sir. I think you're right. Next up, the Black Gate. This is the one I've been looking forward to. This is the one I'm most interested in, especially with the FAQ, and especially because I played last edition. I played it this edition. You've played it this edition a bunch. This was like your army.
This was my first army probably to start this edition. I do really enjoy it, actually. I should go back to my roots.
Yeah, like, come on. Okay, let's get into the
I have
Black
all
Gate.
metal trolls here.
Dude, this guy has so many metal trolls. I don't even think
I probably
he
have
knows what
6
to do
metal
with.
trolls. Just
Like,
some of them are just in a bin.
Just yeah.
Hit me up if you want a mortar troll. Okay. The Black Gate army must always contain a mortar troll chieftain who is always the army's general and the mouth of Sauron. The greatest of the trolls, the mortar troll chieftain, that is your general, gains the fearless special rule and an additional point of might, will, and fate. Hordes of Mordor. Friendly Mordor orcs that are engaged in combat gain a bonus of +1 to win making strikes against an outnumbered opponent. And the temptation of Sauron. At the end of each move phase, before the declare heroic action step, you may choose a single enemy model on the battlefield. That chosen model must immediately take an intelligence test. If the test is failed, you may immediately move the chosen model up to its move value, following all the usual rules for moving, including making them charge if you wish. The chosen model may not move later in the move phase, but otherwise may act as normally. And we got the Mordor Troll Chieftain. He's move 6, fight 8. Strength 7, he's shoot value 4+, that matters. He's strength 7, D8, 3 attacks, 4 wounds, courage 6, intelligence 6. He's kind of a smart troll. And he's 3 might, 2 will, 1 fate. 3 might, 2 will, 2 fate. He's heavy armor and hand weapon. He is dominant 4. Terror, throwing stones, 12 inches, strength 8, and he's fearless. And he's got strength and strike. You know what all those special rules do. He's on a 60 mil, and his right-hand man is the Mouth of Sauron. He's 6-inch move, fight 5, shoot value 4+, strength 4, a D6, 2 attacks, 2 wounds, courage 5, intelligence 6. He's 2 might, 4 will, 1 fate. He's got heavy armor and a hand and a half weapon. He's harbinger of evil, 6 inches, and sense of impending doom. He's got heroic march and channel. Sense of impending doom. Enemy models within 6 inches of the mouth of Sauron cannot reroll ones as part of the dual roll, regardless of special rules that will allow them to do so. Okay, so niche. He's got Drain Courage on a 3+, which is drains the courage. He's got Curse, which we already talked about, and Transfix, which we already talked about. And he is 100 points with the Armored Horse, which you're probably going to take. 75 points without. The Mordor Troll Chieftain is 150 points.
And they're both Hero of Valors, right?
Mm-hmm. So no
You're
hero
probably
in this list.
No Hero of Legend. You do have the Fearless Troll, though, so he's sticking around.
Mm-hmm.
The troops, you have Morannons, Mordor, Orc Warriors, and Mordor Trolls. Now, the interesting part about this is with the FAQ, we got the Mordor Orc Warrior.
Yeah.
I don't think. Okay, I think this list was good before, right? Like, I don't think it was. I think. Okay, here's a couple of things I said, like right at the beginning of the edition. I said fight value when they like before, like we even played games. It was like fight value is king. The Balrog will be king because of it. And I mean, maybe, a bunch of people said that, but that was like, I was like, the Balrog is going to be king this edition. And he was, and still kind of is to an extent. Fight value continues to be king. And I also said that this rule is good. The Temptation of Sauron, the ability to move somebody late in the game is just like crazy. Like, yeah, that dude on that back objective, he's gone. He's moving. He's being tempted. Like that can swing the game, and you always get it. It's instant. Like you don't have to cast for it. That is a freaking good rule that I think is a little underrated. We don't see this list because before you had to take Morannons, and if you spam Morannons, they're 3 more points right off the bat than a Mortal Orc Warrior.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, I guess technically Mortal Orc Warriors are 6 because you have to equip something. And Morannons, you don't. So 2 more points. But the point is, you spam Morannons, you don't get as many orcs, which means you don't get as many outnumberings, which means you don't get your bonus as much. But now that you can spam orcs in there, you're golden. So I think we're going to see this more. I think we're going to see Temptation more. And yeah, we're just going to see the list more because it's good. It's got good special rules. It's got a good leader. Shadow Kyle in the league, he ran this guy two chieftains. We had a great game. He beat me. And it was a fantastic game though. He played super well and he made the list work with the courage, the intelligence 6+ with the hurls and things like that. He made it work. Which, side note, we have another hurl tactics video coming out. So keep an eye out for that. But yeah, he made it work, and I think he won that tournament, if I'm not mistaken. So good list. I don't know. Do you have anything else to say about it?
No, I think it's an S tier list easily.
I think it's an S tier list too for orcs. Yeah. I don't think it's Minas Morgul S tier. I think the Blades of the Dead is just too good.
Mm-hmm.
Again, you don't need to be outnumbering to get the Blades of the Dead. You need to do things to get the Blackgate to proc.
Yeah.
Which can sometimes be a little more difficult.
Okay, we got Lurtz's scouts. Lurtz has always got to be the general, so he's always there. They get Relentless March. So they increase their move value to 8 inches and gain woodland creature. They break at 66 rather than 50. And Lurtz gains the General Hunter special rule and may declare heroic combat each turn for free. So we got big man Lurtz. He's move 6, fight 6, shoot value 3+, strength 5, d6, 3 attacks, 3 wounds, courage 4, intelligence 5. He's 3/3/1. He's got armor and a hand weapon and an Uruk-hai bow. He's sharpshooter, find the halflings, shield throw, oblivious to pain. He's got a heroic challenge, march, strength, and strike. He's on a 25 mil, obviously, so he's got the Uruk-hai bow, 18-inch range, strength 3. He's sharpshooter, find the halflings. In a scenario that uses Maelstrom of Battle special rules, Lurtz's warband does not roll to determine where they arrive. Instead, Lurtz may choose shield throw. If Lurtz has been equipped with a shield, then once per game, Lurtz can use it as a throwing weapon and may reroll to hit roll. This is a strength of 4, and any model on a 25 mil base that is hit will immediately be knocked prone. Once Lurtz has thrown the shield, he can no longer carries it. Duh. Though Lurtz's defense will not be reduced as a result, and on that 6, he ignores wounds. You can take Mauher for 65 points. Mauher is move 8. He's 5, fight 5, strength 5, d5, 3 attacks, 2 wounds, courage 6, intelligence 6, 2/2/1. And he's got armor and hand weapons. He's got unhinged charge. He's got march and strength. Unhinged charge. At the start of a combat in which Mauher charged, Mauher may declare he's using the special roll before any dice are rolled. If he does, then he suffers a -1 penalty to his dual roll. However, if his side wins, he may reroll any failed to wound rolls when making strikes in that combat. And then we've got
65 points for a 3 attack kind of captain. It's pretty sick.
Mauher, I've seen Mauher in almost every Lurtz Scout list, and he always puts in work. He's really good. So Ugluk is move 6, fight 5, strength. Shoot value 4, strength 5, d5, 2 attacks, 2 wounds, courage 6, intelligence 6. He's 3/1/1. He's got armor and a hand weapon and a whip. I did not know Ugluk had a whip. Head taker
Yeah.
looks like meat's back on the menu, boys. Heroic march, strength and strike.
Looks like meat's back on the menu.
It's currently 9:08 p.m.
Oh man. This has been
Uh,
a behemoth episode.
this is
What are we,
a
2 hours
behemoth.
in here?
Head taker. Should Ugluk's army be broken, then at the start of his activation, instead of taking his courage test, Ugluk can choose to kill a friendly warrior model within 2 inches of him. Remove the killed model as a casualty. If he does, then Ugluk will automatically pass his courage test, and his standfast will be increased to 12 inches, and will affect both heroes and warrior models. Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys. At the start of his activation, Ugluk can kill a friendly orc warrior within 2 inches of him. Remove the killed model. If this is a casualty, remove the killed model as a casualty. If Ugluk does this, then all friendly Urukai models within 6 inches of him gain the Fearless special roll and gain a bonus of +1 a wound when making strikes until the end of the turn. If Ugluk does this in a turn in which his army is broken, then it will also count as triggering the head taker rule above.
We got Urukai Scout Captain. Move 6, but really move 8 in this army. Fight 5, Strength 5, D5, Attack 2, Wound 2, Courage, Intelligence 6 up, Might 2, Will, and Fate 1. He's got armor and a 2-handed weapon. Note that. Don't forget that. It's got March. And then we have Urukai Scout. Sorry. Then we have an Urukai Shaman. Fight 4, Strength 4, D4, Attack 1, Wound 2, Courage, Intelligence 6 up, Might 1, Will 3, and Fate 1. He's got a hand weapon and a spear. Man, these shamans love the spears if you want to spear support with these bad boys. He's got channel. He's got the Fury Isengard Urukai spell. He's got Blade Wrath and Transfix. Blade Wrath and Transfix are both handy, and Fury is handy to make sure that you pass curse checks. Then you have a drummer. So what do you think about this list, Ben?
I think it's really good. It's really strong. It's proven itself in the league. That is strong. 8-inch move and a 66% break point is crazy. You just have so much board control. You don't die very easily. You're still Urukai. You know, you got drumming. You're drumming everywhere, moving 11 inches. You got a good general with free heroic combats. You got good backup supports. All of your named heroes are strength 5. All of your heroes, sorry, strength 5, except for the shaman and the drummer. But yeah, I don't know. It's a very good list. You could just envelop any battle line fears and hates this list. You're just going to get enveloped and your spear supports are going to die. And yeah, I don't know. It's just really good.
Yeah, moving 8 with a drummer so you can move 12. Dude, the cheese with this that you can pull
11.
is the whole 11. I'm thinking half, adding half. Yeah, it's only 3. The cheese that you can pull with this, where you move 5.5 with these guys and shoot with your bows, and it's crazy. It's actually really crazy. The breakpoint thing is so good. You break way later. Alerts, getting just free hero combats is crazy good. Free hero combats are always good. Annie's Fight 6 this edition, Strength 5. And then, all your dudes just move. So you're hoardy and you move so quick. Like you said, you can get enveloped, and then objective play and things like that. They can get to those objectives so quick.
It's such a dominant list.
Yeah, move 8 is just so good. Sure, it's not 10, but when you're troops, you have 30 plus troops moving at fight 8.
Like ghosts. Yeah. It's just so many ghosts.
So many ghosts, exactly. The thing with ghosts is that they're 14 points or whatever, and they're expensive, D8. But these guys are,
and it's a fight 4 meta too, points. So fight 4 as well.
Strength 4 troops, yeah.
Crazy good.
Yeah, they're good. It's a good list.
It's definitely really top of S tier for sure.
Oh, you think top of S tier?
I think it's better than MESBG.
This might be our first contender for contention. Contender for contention?
I think it's a better list than MESBG all around. Okay. It just does everything so well. Name a scenario that is bad for Lurtza Scouts.
Lords of Battle.
Okay, there's one. Okay, so you got 1 of 24.
Oh man, that's a tough one. I think I think you're right, though. I would give the edge to it. I would prefer. Oh man, that's tough though.
I think Ugluk scouts, however, which we're about to talk about, we'll see where they land, but I don't think they're as high. They're not
Yeah,
as
no,
high.
I think you're right. These two are close, but I think it does edge out Minismorgul.
All
Again,
right.
when you're spam,
Yeah.
spam's good. Fast moving spam.
Okay, so we got Ugluk scouts. So this is Ugluk thought he could do a better job than Lurth, so he made his own army. So we got Ugluk scouts must always contain Ugluk. Orc models can only be in Orc heroes. Urkai can only be in Urkai heroes. The pace is quickened. Friendly Urkai models increase their move value to 8 inches and gain low within creature. Get a fire going! Once per game in scenarios
Whoa, that
use...
scared me.
That was pretty good, wasn't it?
That was good.
Once per game in scenarios that use objective markers, Ugluk can use the special rule during his move to choose an objective marker in base contact. So long as Ugluk is alive and on the battlefield, friendly models within range of the chosen objective marker gain the dominant 2 special rule. That is a very good rule, situational but very good. It's lost me the game. Playing against Ugluk scouts. Animosity. Friendly orc models gain a bonus of +1 wound when making strikes if there are any friendly Uruk-hai models engaged in the same combat, and vice versa. So we got Ugluk. We got big Ugluk. We just talked about him. He's a good general. I'd say he's worse than Lurtz, but he's a good general. We got Grishnak.
I think this is going to get the same treatment as Gothmog. You got Grishnak, Isengard.
Yeah, but I just want to read
Bauer, Snaga, Orc Captain, Uruk-hai Scout Captain, Orc Shaman, another Uruk-hai, Isengard, Orc Shaman, Uruk-hai Shaman,
yeah,
and Uruk-hai Drummer.
Yeah,
I didn't even know there was a difference.
So we got Mauher. That's a lap overlap. Uruk-hai Scout Captain. That's an overlap. Snaga. I don't think you're gonna take Snaga ever, but you will take Grishnak. He's got Strike, which I don't think many people realize.
Grishnak is an orc, right? So
he's an orc, so he's gonna be your leading.
You need that animosity.
He's your primary Isengard orc leader.
Taker,
So he's move 6, fight 4, strength 4, D5, 2 attacks, 2 wounds, courage 7, intelligence 5, might 2, will 2, 1 fate, armor and hand weapons. He's backstabber. Let's put a maggot hole in your belly. And he's got heroic strike, like we said. Backstabbers, he's +1 wound against trap models, and let's put a maggot hole in that belly. If Grishnak wins a duel roll and there are no other allies involved in the combat, including supporting models, then Grishnak can choose a single enemy model on a 25 mil base that he was engaged in combat with and roll a d6. On a 4+, the chosen model is knocked prone. Pretty good. So yeah, like we said, he's your main orc taker. But again, the cheapness of your troops, you're going to be getting so many dudes in this list, especially because you're probably going to want lots of orcs as well, because you want your animosity. You're not at the 66 break point, but you are still 8-inch move with your Uruk-hai. You're probably going to take Malhur and then maybe just a generic orc captain instead of Snaga. I don't think you really take Snaga. I'm not even going to read his profile. If you're interested, he's a Forge World model now, so if you want to go buy it. But yeah, I think Ugluk Scouts is a good list. I don't think it's as good as Lurtz's Scouts though, and you can fight me on that. No, I don't think it's as good.
You definitely need to protect Ugluk in this because he's pretty easy to kill or shoot out.
Yeah, he can be fighting troops, but he's not wanting to be fighting heroes. Like I said, the get a fire going is lost me the game because the sheer amount of your troops, and then you get dominant 2, so you got eight scouts in there. You're 16 plus Ugluk's there. That's another 3.
See, the thing that people will say is that you get the +1 of wounds here.
That's the other thing. You get +1 of wound, and you can get +2 to wound with Ugluk. But I think it requires too much prep. I think the scouts benefit greater from just being able to run in and just dominate the whole battlefield rather than just trying to get orc into the same combat with the scout. I don't know. I do value the +2 to wound. That is still good. It's still a good list, but I prefer, and I think Lurza Scouts is more competitive than Ugluk Scouts.
I would say Ugluk Scouts, maybe in the Balrog meta where you need to like put a bunch of wounds on them, it was better. I don't know if it's as good anymore. I think you're right. Like, I think Lurza's Royal Combat comes into effect more. They do very similar stuff, but I prefer alerts currently than Ugluk.
I think it goes below Minas Morgul.
Really?
I don't think Minas Morgul is as good.
I'm okay with that. I'm not gonna complain.
It's just so much setup.
I would rather take.
I would rather take Minas Morgul. Yeah, I would too. Yeah. But like all the setup to get to kill an orc, to get the bonus of +1 wound, then you got to get an orc and an Uruk-hai. It's like, well, then what happens if you lose the move off? Then what? Then you're just getting charged anyways, and they're not going to. It's just, you know what I mean.
There's definitely a skill cap with that list, or
for
a skill.
Sure.
You need some skill to run that. You can't just bring it to the table and win. Wolves of Isengard. This will be an easy one. There's not a whole lot going on with this one.
Okay. Wolves of Isengard army must always contain Sharku. Wolves of Isengard may have 50% throwing weapons rather than 33. Leader of the pack, Sharku may declare a heroic combat each turn for free. Oh, maybe he's as good as Lurtz. Savage Charge. Friendly cavalry models still gain the extra attack bonus even when they charge a cavalry model and will retain it even if they're subsequently charged by a cavalry model. Warg Scouts. At the start of the game, after both sides are deployed, but before the first priority has been rolled, you may select up to D6 friendly warrior models. The selected models may immediately move as if they were part of the move phase, then make shooting attacks as if they were part of the shoot phase. During this move, friendly models may not move within 1 inch of an enemy model, and therefore may not charge. In scenarios where the models enter the board, the selected models will move onto the board before the first turn of the game, treating any roll to enter the board as a 6. Each model is treated as a separate warband in this instance. And Ambush. In scenarios that use Maelstrom of Battle, Wolves of Isengard army will automatically win the roll to choose who has priority at the first turn. If both armies have the roll, blah, 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 they have to roll off. Additionally, models from this army may charge on the first turn they enter the board, even though they may not normally be allowed to do so. Models charging in this manner do not need to take courage tests to charge an enemy model with the terror special rule. Sharku, let's see, this is the main man. He must be good. Move 6.
Points, Hero of Valor.
Yeah, move 6, fight 4, shoot value 5+, strength 4, D5, 2 attacks, 2 wounds, courage 6, intelligence 6. He's 3/1/1. He's got the riding dagger, armor, and a warg, expert rider, and fury of the pack. He's got march and strike. He's got the riding dagger. This is a hand weapon. Additionally, when enemy models make a strike against Sharku, but not his warg, but fails the wound roll, Sharku may immediately make a single strength 4 hit against that model. Oh, he's like a little parry. Expert rider, and we know what that is. And fury of the pack. Whilst he is the cavalry keyword, whenever Sharku charges, he increases his fight value to 5 and his attacks to 3. And he's on a regular warg. And the rest of our heroes, we've got just Isengard Orc Captains on wargs and Orc Shamans on wargs. You can take wargs or warg riders.
Or Isengard warg. Dude,
send out your warg riders.
What is there to say about this list?
Nothing.
I'm just gonna put this in F to start.
Yeah.
At the bottom.
What else is there? We got Army of Gothmog. I think it goes.
No, this is. Oh, I didn't realize. Oh, side note, F. Not that it really matters, but I think Army of Gothmog is above.
You think Army of Gothmog is better than Azog's Hunters?
Yes.
Okay, I agree with that.
Army of Gothmog has some play.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Siege weapons and stuff. These guys are so bad. Okay, you have a fight 4 hero.
Fight 5 on the charge.
Strikes. Okay, I have nothing to say about this. It's just so lame. It's so lame. I'm sorry.
This isn't even a list I would consider playing casually.
I don't think I would either. I would play it in a 300-point game. You're gonna struggle so much. You're gonna struggle. You're just gonna struggle. You fight nothing everywhere. You're getting wounded on 5s and 4s everywhere.
And think of the amount of Throne Rider and then subsequent intelligence tests you have to do with this list to see if the warg sticks around.
I don't understand. You need to get the right scenario against the right army, and you're gonna win. Like you're almost. It's funny because like a recon scenario, you might automatically win. Like you're just gonna auto win that because you're just gonna run, and then get past the stagnant army of like Numenorians or something. But in like a lot of scenarios, you're just gonna lose.
50% throwing spears is nice too.
Yeah, okay, but 50%. Like give them everything. Like if they had 100% throwing weapons, they wouldn't
50% poo.
Thranduil's Halls, like my Thranduil's Halls list would just absolutely shred this. Like I would love to see this across the table.
Yeah.
Shredless. No, but yeah, any elf shooting, any Dale, any D3 shooting, or like literally the Uruk-hai bows, anything would blow this apart. Anyways, I'm done talking about it. This is not even worth our time. Last and boom, end of story. Don't Sharku's garbage.
Dale, that I gotta play Dale again.
Yeah, you forgot about Dale. Everybody's forgot about Dale.
It's got a soft place in my heart. Assault upon Helm's Deep army must always contain an Uruk-hai captain who is always the army's general. You do not know pain. You do not know fear. The breakpoint for this army is 66 rather than 50. Uruk-hai captain, that is your general, is 3 attacks and 3 wounds now. Break the walls. Friendly Isengard ballistas may reroll to hit rolls and scatter rolls of a 1. Additionally, when friendly demolition charge is detonated, you may roll 2 dice on the detonation table rather than 1 and pick either result. So the Uruk-hai captain is your leader. He's 3 attacks and 3 wounds now, but he's still 2 might, 1 fate, fight 5, strength 5, d7. He's got shield wall. In March, you got other Uruk-hai captains. You got the ballista. We'll go through the ballista. So it's strength 9, d10, 4 wounds, direct shot, accurate, raise the ladders, and piercing shot. So direct shot, obviously it hits directly. Only a 3-inch scatter. Raise the ladders in a siege game. Who cares? Piercing shot, we know what that does. And the siege vet is the same siege vet. The special thing with this list is that your ballistas get to re-roll everything.
Yeah, and D9 is pretty deadly at shoot value 4.
Yeah.
Quickly, the demo team though. Actually, sorry, quickly. So you can take an Isengard troll in this. He's basically like a regular troll. Nothing crazy there. I'm not gonna read him out.
Can't you give him a spear? Yeah, you can give him a spear if you want to support.
Okay, I don't think you're ever gonna be supporting with a troll. Like, I don't know. What do you want me to say?
You got to fight 7 spear support.
Yeah, but spear supports are always 1 dice. Like it's not even 3 dice.
What if you just need fight 7 in the fight? What if you're okay? Here's a scenario: the troll's on 1 wound, and guess what? Your Uruk-hai captain general just got charged by an LSR who has no might left. Now what are you gonna do? You got a spear support.
I'm gonna put the troll.
No,
I'm gonna put the troll into something else.
No, you can't.
I'm gonna watch the ancient enemies hurl video, and then I'm going to charge. I'm gonna learn something. I'm gonna go charge somebody else, and I'm gonna hurl into that combat. I'm gonna knock them down, but then, yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do.
You could just win the fight and kill a LSR.
No.
Rather than risk the hurl. You're a dumb troll. You're not gonna make the hurl.
All right. So Isengard troll. So then we have the demo team. So if you're not familiar with the demo team, there's a lot of stuff going on with the demo team. I'm not going to read it out. Essentially, what happens with the demo team is you try to be in base contact with it with a berserker or with a flaming brand. You roll in a detonation chart. You explode, and then you do 1 to potentially multiple wounds. On a 6
wounds.
On a 6, it's a titanic explosion, meaning the demolition charge explodes. And models will take 2d6 wounds rather than a d6.
It's crazy.
So,
my first ever experience with these, Chair and I, this is one of my first ever MESBG experiences. I was playing Helm's Guard, last edition. I had Helm, Hammerhand, I charged forward, and Jared was playing double demolition team and blew up 2 bombs right in front of Helm and killed him.
You gotta teach him.
Yep, I learned, and now I've never faced another demolition team since.
Yeah.
Never played Helm either.
Yeah, after that. I think I've only played 1 in a tournament. But yeah, they're basically just run forward, blow it up, hope that you do a bunch of, hopefully you do 2d6.
Yeah, that'd be busted.
That's also why the break the walls thing, where their army bonus, where you roll 2 dice, is so good because you can pick either result, so your chances of rolling a 6 are much greater.
The
And then for
coolest
your
thing,
troops,
yeah, I was gonna say the coolest thing about this army is the troops, the berserkers, and the regular warriors, and the
mm-hmm,
ballistas for 75 points to get a ballista.
mm-hmm,
Ballista? Who's ballista?
Alyssa. So quickly, the berserkers. Berserkers are 15 points. They're a cool profile. So they're move 6, fight 5, strength 4, d5, attack 2, wound 1, courage 3 plus, crazy, intelligence 8 plus. They have the berserker blade and light armor. Forget about light armor. Everybody forget about light armor. Everybody forgets about it anyways.
Who cares about light armor?
Special rule, light armor. Ironically, too, what light armor do they have? Ben's losing over here. Ben's got his sword that he got from a tournament. All right, so they got Oblivious to Pain. Their Berserker Blade, this is a hand-and-a-half weapon, so remember you can two-hand with these guys. Additionally, if an Uruk-hai Berserker wins a combat whilst using their Berserker Blade as a two-handed weapon, they may make a single strike against every enemy model they were engaged in combat with. So, cool, themey.
That's crazy.
It could actually, like, you could actually use this. Light armor. Don't worry about it. Oblivious to Pain. Whenever this model suffers a wound, roll a d6. On the roll of a natural 6, the wound is ignored. And last but not least, in this huge tier list, we have the Uruk-hai Warrior coming in at 9 points. Move 6, fight 4, strength 4, d5, attack 1, wound 1, courage and intelligence 7 plus. They have shield wall. I forgot Uruk-hai have shield wall in this, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, I forgot Uruk-hai have shield wall.
How?
What do you mean, how?
How'd you forget?
I just forgot. It's just not like an Uruk-hai thing to me. So they can get the +1 if they're in base contact with 2 or more models.
And D7
So
shield wall.
that's pretty sick. So yeah, so Uruk-hai warriors, they can be equipped. They can be equipped with a shield. They have to be equipped with one of these things: a shield, a banner, a crossbow for 2 points, or a pike. So yeah, like Ben said, you can put the berserkers in the front in this list, and then have a D7 pike line behind. The other thing you could do is, you're probably going to take a ballista in this no matter what, right? And then the other thing you might take is the bomb team, and then you're going to have spam warriors, spam berserkers, or like an equal mix to make a nice battle line.
I think a double ballista would be sick in this.
Yeah, or you do the double ballista with a bunch of crossbows, and you're just completely belligerent.
That'd be
just
fun.
shoot your opponent off the map.
With only 14 metal crossbows.
Yeah, it can be pretty brutal.
I think it'd be a super fun list to play. And I think it's actually pretty decent list.
Yeah, I think it is too. Yeah, last edition was an absolute menace because you could reroll to hits and to wounds.
Yeah, that's
so
crazy.
It was crazy until like a late FAQ in the edition. So it was a menace of a list. Again, when you're insta killing things, if they can't fade it, it's pretty brutal.
We got to see siege weapons more often.
Yeah, this is man. I need to play this list. I've been meaning to play this list.
Yeah.
I don't know if we need to see siege weapons more often. I don't know if I agree with that, but
you already said yes. I think it easily goes A tier. I don't think it's quite S tier.
Really, easily A tier. This guy says.
I think it's a pretty good list. There's some play with it. It's not got really anything too terrible with it. I mean, your general is obviously pretty weak, but you're gonna have so many troops.
Okay, so we have Army of Gundabad and B. Yeah, you know what? In terms of orc lists, I think you're right. It can't be in that company.
Who's A there? Birders Horde? I don't think it's better than Birders Horde, but...
No. But it's definitely better than... Oh, definitely better than Army of Gundabad. I don't know.
I think... Okay, here's what I think you do. Army of Gundabad, put it up to A tier.
Yeah, I think after seeing this all, I think Army of Gundabad does have to go up.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Kirith Ungol... Yeah, Kirith Ungol makes sense as B. All right. I'm pretty happy with that.
You know what? After that start, I'm actually kind of surprised to see so many in S.
There are a lot of good lists, I guess.
I mean, again, it is within orcs, but
Let's run through it all.
Let's run through it here. So first, we got Lurch the Scouts coming in first. Second in S tier, we have Minas Morgul. Third, we have Ugluk Scouts, and fourth in S tier, we have the Black Gate. In A tier, we have Birder's Horde. Man, that's kind of okay. Hold up, we have Birder's Horde in A tier, but we have the Black Gate in S. That can't be.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened.
Okay, I think Black Gate has to go to A, and I think Birder's Horde has to go to S.
Yeah,
I would take these lists over Birder's
it
Horde.
almost feels wrong to have the scout list. I don't know. It's like Lurch the Scouts is the best orc list, but I don't know. I think it is.
Oh yeah, that's tricky. Birder's Horde could honestly be the top. I think. Now looking at it all,
I know, but let's think about the pure
could be
hearted orc. Birder's Horde is
Birder's Horde. A lot of their bonuses coming from Birder,
we made the case for Lurch the Scouts. The 8-inch move, the envelopment, the board control, the free roll combats. There's so much good with it.
There's a lot with Birder's Horde.
Birder can, I know, but yeah, with the ambush, yeah. But, okay, you know what? I wouldn't put it at the top of S, but I would put it higher. I could put it higher.
I would put it higher than Ugluk Scouts.
I think so too. Minas Morgul though Minas Morgul is pretty good too.
Minas Morgul is pretty good, man. I like Minas Morgul.
Yeah. Okay. Let's keep going.
All right, let's leave it there. Maybe you know what? Again, people can let us know if they disagree.
Yeah, let us know or
whatnot. So, we got Lurch the Scout at the beginning. Now we got Minas Morgul next. Now we have Birder's Horde, and then we have Ugluk Scouts rolling in S. And these things, honestly, like Lurch the Scouts and Minas Morgul could definitely end up S, I think, in regular. I don't think Birder's Horde, it may be high A in like a regular tier list.
Yeah.
Or low S.
Yeah.
And then in A, we have the Black Gate. Then we have Army of Gundabad. And third, we have coming in Assault upon Helm's Deep. B, we have Cirith Ungol sitting alone by himself or itself. C, we have Pits of Dol Guldur. And in the bottom, lots of Fs here. We have Army of Gothmog, F. Azog Hunters, F. And Wolves of Isengard, F minus.
Yeah. Pits of Dol Guldur. What? That's Azog and Keeper, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's C.
Yeah.
That's C for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
It's playable, but it's not F.
Yeah. I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with that.
After 2.5 hours, I'm okay with that.
Yeah. This has been a behemoth of an episode, and Ben and I have to go to bed now.
Yeah.
Because we have to work in the morning.
Yeah.
So if you've enjoyed it, if you appreciate it, let us know, like and subscribe, comment down below what you agree or disagree with. I'm sure there's lots. Unless, we're completely right, because sometimes, people don't comment and we're like, hey, maybe just everything we say is correct.
I know. Let us know, please. Criticize us.
But yeah, again, we appreciate you guys for your support, and we'll catch you in the next one.
Peace.